What up, fam? Hit that like, hit that subscribe. We got playoff talk. Let's go. Let's go. This ain't the fuck night. Oh, this game can he stink.
Oh shit!
It's gone.
Here, you're listening to A2D Radio, real sports talk radio for the fans, by the fans, no agenda. These guys are the best in the business. Hashtag it. No notes.
Welcome in, everybody. This is A2D Wednesday nights, only on A2D Radio. Every Wednesday night, we are brought to you by the Counseling Center and Sunrise Detox. We know many of us and our families deal with mental health and addiction issues. We are happy to support the Counseling Center and Sunrise Detox. If you need help, please reach out to our good friend, Rob Lutman, 856-651-8117. Frank Vespi, Greg Mockvick, Noe Eaton, Ralph Del Vecchio, Ryan Brodo, however the fucking hands guy, all this time. You're still messing. We still don't know what to do with our hands. I'm Tom Arnone. The family out there, let's go. Let's go. We asked for another week. We got another week. So it's time to go beat the big bad wolf. We got a lot to talk about. NFL playoff predictions. We'll go over who's cutting the nets down, right? You got to do it the start of the playoffs, right? Who's coming out of the AFC? Who's coming out of the NFC? Well, we're going to tell you. We're also going to, I don't know why it's not on here, but we like to give locks. So I'm still a fan of giving postseason locks. So we'll dabble with that a little bit as well. Wildcard round breakdown. So we're going to give you those games too. And we're going to go over them. And right, we played a little game on Monday. And you can tell the people real quick, it was when it came to the playoff teams, if they were not frauds, it wasn't frauds. I forget how exactly you worded it.
Biggest fraud and biggest dark horse.
It was fraud. See, look at the guy right here. Biggest fraud, biggest dark horse. So we can do that again a little bit tonight as we're going over the wild card round breakdown. Eagles, Bucs preview is our main topic at hand. Ties into our poll question brought to you by Manscaped, and you can get 20% off and free shipping with the code A2D at manscaped.com. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. The weed whacker, lawnmower, fucking ball deodorant is delicious. I mean, let me tell you something. You just clean your act up. Clean your act up. If you haven't put it on, I'm telling you, everybody's got a little, ooh, that doesn't smell too good from like a mile away, right? Ooh, something smells bad. But guess what? It might be your balls. So clean them up. Use promo code A2D. Get 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com. Not sure where I was going with that, but it felt right. Just like this poll question just feels right. The Philadelphia Eagles will defeat Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this Sunday. Agree or disagree? Let us know. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. That's where we're live. Everywhere you get your podcasts, we're there as well. Like, subscribe, follow, download, review, comment in. Let us know where you're tuning in from tonight, and let me know your confidence level in this football game. I need the people out there. I need to know, because if I'm getting a lot of 8, 9, and 10s, I might switch where I'm going with this poll, right? Like if I'm getting too much confidence, then it starts to scare me, right? If it's the middle, I'm still going to lean to how I feel, right? But this is now a tougher football game than it was, let's say, even 24 hours ago, or when I did a show Monday or did a show Sunday. This is a tougher football game immediately with the return on defense of Levante David. I've talked about that on Monday. I'm going to talk about it again. I'm going to talk about it again on Wednesday. That scares me. That worries me a little bit. I'm booking shit on Monday in the terms that he's not playing. I knew Fournette was coming back, and I knew that would be a problem. But I thought maybe I'd get away with not seeing Levante David because he's so important in their run game. That's why it worries me, because we got to be able to go down there and pound the football. All right, you got to, because that's our strength. That's what we've talked about all year. We talked about running the ball when we weren't, but we talked about it all year. Of running the football, and we're number one in the NFL in that. We're going down there doing something great. Not a lot of teams around the National Football League are going somewhere this Sunday, even if it's their home place, and they're going there, right, that do something great, that lead the National Football League in this, right? That's important. It's an important thing. Doesn't always guarantee you a win, but it should give you a fighter's chance. So, Eagles Nicky. Hey, Eagles Nicky. I mean, I wouldn't expect anything less from Eagles Nicky. I mean, come on. No disrespect to Eagles Nicky, but come on. It's green all around you. It's green all around you. Pete disagrees. Okay, we're 50-50 there. I agree. Shit. Third one came in before I got it out. You know why I agree? I agree because, one, I think we're going to be able to run the football enough, right? Enough. And I think Jalen's going to play well. I don't know why. I got a feeling. 200 rush yards, grow up, Peter Pan. I mean, I heard that Michael Robinson bring that up. 200 rush yards. You're fucking playing Madden, Mike. Calm down. 200 rush yards. Jesus, God, knock it off. Stop talking football. All right? But I think he has a big game. Not only with his legs, but with his arm too. I just think he does. I don't know why, guys. You know where I stand. I'm lukewarm, right? I'm lukewarm. But I think he plays well. And I think if he plays well, we're winning this football game. My defense scares the shit out of me. But that's a story for another day. Like, I just don't know if we're getting off the field because he's right? And can we play enough man to be able to disrupt? Can Fletcher Cox, Javon Hargrave create a ton of pressure up the middle Sunday? That's how you win a football game. I don't know. So I'm gonna go agree. I'm gonna go lightning in a bottle. I'm going to go nobody thinks we can beat them, which is what you're going to see when you see everybody give their picks on Sunday before the game. Going to be a clean sweep of the Bucs, right? Clean sweep of the Bucs. I love it. I said it on Monday. I'll say it my last thing I'm going to say. I love when nobody thinks you're going to beat somebody. I love it. At this time of the year, I'm drawn into that because I know there's 53 guys on the roster that nobody believes in. That's going to piss off. We know they listen to everything. They use everything as motivation. So here we are. Can you go cut the legs out of the goat again? Can you go take a leg out of a goat again? Who wants to gnaw on a leg, Dan Campbell? Because we do. We do here in Philadelphia. We're gnawers. Right? That's all. I got the utmost respect for Tom Brady. Everybody knows this. But we're going to take the football away Sunday. We're going to take the football away, Jonathan Gannon, go get a head coach and job somewhere else. Right? We're going to go take the football away Sunday, and I can't wait. I can't wait to go to Tampa. Nobody thinks it. Nobody. You poll a room, right, outside of non-Eagles fans, ain't nobody taking the Eagles. Nobody. Ain't a soul. So I'll be the soul that's an Eagles fan, one of them, that's saying, let's go beat them. Let's go shock the world. And we'll go, and hey, listen, and we'll go from there. One more week.
That mantra has served us well in the past.
Not our first rodeo.
we talk about 2017-18, right? Just give us one more week. Bring out them masks.
From Swoop to Eagle.
Swoop to you. The one thing, Tommy, though, you know, the one thing about Jalen Hurts that we do know, though, is Jalen Hurts won't be afraid of the moment, right? The kid has been around some big games in his life, his big games in his career, that the moment won't be too big for him. How that translates being on the road against, the GOAT is a completely, different scenario. I'm going to disagree to the poll. I think we can hang in the game. I think we can do some things. But I think his limitations as a quarterback are going to potentially come back to haunt us in his first playoff game. I think we're going to be able to do some things. You mentioned Levante David. Him coming back doesn't bode well for us. I hope there's some rust there. Maybe we can have some success early. There's some ring rust and some sitting out rust on that old man. He's not really that old. That we can maybe have some success early. But I think once it gets down to nut cutting time, I don't know if we have enough firepower, if we have enough, especially on the defensive side. I don't know if we have enough, especially on that back end, to stop Tom when we need to. I hope I'm wrong. It'd be nice to be wrong, but I'm going to go disagree.
Ralphie, I saw you chuckling up there. What was it, something Greg said?
No. Just the comments, just the profile pictures of some of the comments.
JJ Whiteside?
Yeah. I just love it. I love it because every week it's a new one.
Check it in.
Yeah, with the McDonald's.
How's the finger?
Best blocking wide receiver ever.
Ralphie, what about you? How are you feeling about this game?
Damn it. Listen.
Unfortunately, damn it is not one of the answers.
Listen, in basketball, there's a GOAT that I love in number 23, LeBron James, and something happened to him last year too.
Yeah, he's old.
He went out in the first round. So why can't we do it to the GOAT Tom Brady? Right? So I'll go agree. I think we shock the world Sunday and we send the GOAT home packing in the first round. Bye-bye. Adios. We move on. And I think it was the lower seed plays Green Bay. So then we got to go to Green Bay and play. So that's for another story.
I'm gonna start calling you Skip Bayless.
I agree to the poll. I definitely agree to the poll.
I'm going to start calling you Skip Bayless. Everything you got to say is about LeBron. You had to make you had to include LeBron on that.
Yes, I did. One GOAT went down last year in the first round. Another GOAT's going to go down in the first round again this year.
Noah, what were you going to say, Noah?
What is LeBron going to play tight end for us this week there, Ralphie?
No, not this week. We might need him.
Yeah. Well, good nerd. Tell you what, fuck it. I'm going to agree. We're going to go down there and pull off the upset. And fuck, what a gigantic upset that would be. No fucking kidding. I think we go down there and pull it off. I think we get enough. The key is the front seven, getting enough pressure on Brady, putting him on his ass over and over and over again, alluding to Tom's comment, where Hargrave and Fletcher Cox are going to have huge ball games. There's no doubt. We need 3 sacks out of fucking each of them this week, all right? Yeah, I know, a ton to ask, but it's got to happen. And look, if they get enough pressure on him and put him on his ass enough, and big play Slay can pick off a few passes, and we win the turnover battle, that can be a great equalizer. And I'm going to go out on a limb, and I think we steal this one in Tampa. And we're going to have to run that fucking ball.
Mr. Wing brings up a really good point, too, and we talked about it on Monday, Tom. He says, remember last time Mailata was at right tackle, Diller was at left, we didn't have Lane Johnson, and we ran the ball a total 9 times in that game, at least by the running backs. I think Jalen Hurts had 12.
This team under the Lane Johnson regime,
it's incredible. It really is incredible.
Wins. They just win.
Yeah, it's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed they're going to win, but it gives them a way better chance of winning a football game.
Mm-hmm.
And it gives you a way better chance against a great run defense to be able to run the football and do the things you want to be able to do. Because at the end of the day, you got to dictate. And more than interceptions or sacks is you got to disguise and you got to bring extra guys. Right, you got to, and then think like you're bringing extra guys. You got to try to confuse him at some point in a football game, and it's not easy to do. It's extremely hard to do.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen it all, but you got to be creative this Sunday. This isn't the time for the missionary. This isn't the time to say, "Honey, just stay right there." This ain't the fucking Sunday to say, "Stay right there." All right, There's Sundays you can just tell her, honey, just stay right there. I'm just going to watch TV. I don't worry about nothing. You don't even got to talk. All right? And then there's other Sundays you got to flip her around, baby. And this is a Sunday you better be doing all kinds of crazy shit. Crazy shit. All right? Jonathan Gannon got to be tying up everything. Tie it all up, John. Right to the fucking bedpost. This is how we're going. Because he's seen it all. So like you have to then disguise. You're not going to get pressure with 4 guys when you get the ball out in 3.5 seconds or less, right? It's just not easy to do. So how do I make up for that? I'm not need to bring 6 guys, but a 5th guy's got to come, right? And then I got to do things like that to try to fool him, to try to get hits on him.
And let's be real too, right? And sorry, Ryan, I know you're getting ready to go, but
no, you're fine.
Let's be real. Like our front 4 pressure isn't something that we've done a lot this year.
No.
Right? Our front 4 has struggled to get their own pressure. So yes, it absolutely has to happen to keep us in this game. So you're absolutely right. What is Jonathan Gannon going to do to help stimulate that pressure? Right? Because you need more. Our front 4 has shown this year we weren't able to do it on a regular basis. And that is absolutely a key. So what do so that means you have to figure out a way to make that happen.
Mm-hmm.
So, Tom, what you're asking for is a little 50 Shades of Gannon. That's what you're asking for on Sunday?
Yes.
Okay. Just confirming.
Tie me up, John.
Noah, whatever it takes to win. All right?
I hear you.
Tom will sacrifice himself.
Oh,
Tom Arnaud, but Tom
we know he'll have his fucking shades on.
Huh.
Well, speaking of that.
It's going to be raining, too. It's going to be raining.
That's the thing, too. And we didn't talk about this on Monday, Tom. And I pulled up the official weather report this is Tampa Bay beat writer Rick Stroud on Twitter. This is as of this morning. He says, weather will definitely be a factor on Sunday versus the Eagles. Windy with rain early. Remaining cloudy with showers in the afternoon, high 72. Winds 20 to 30 mile an hour. Chance of rain during the game up to 70%. Rainfall near of a quarter of an inch. Higher wind gusts extremely possible. Oh, and by the way, the Eagles are the number 1 rush defense.
Eagles by a million.
I was going to say, Tom, I'll just repeat what I said on Monday. And I don't know what it means, but I said, I have a weird feeling. Right? And I said, I don't know what that exactly means. I don't know if it's a weird feeling that Hurts is going to play well or Gannon's going to actually do something interesting on defense or maybe Fletcher Cox is going to get to the quarterback. I don't know what the hell it means. Maybe Rager's going to catch a pass, maybe 2, probably not. Let's not get crazy. Let's not get crazy.
Whoa! Are you fucking crazy?
Hey, whatever it takes to win, Noah. I'll get a little crazy. We'll get nuts. But I said that the last time I had a weird feeling about a playoff game, it was a couple days before the double doink game against Chicago. And I'm not saying we're getting a triple doink, quadruple doink, all that stuff. I don't know. But I have a really strange feeling about this game. And then you've got the weather report on top of that, telling me the football gods are going to be giving us a little bit of favors. Probably not, because that means probably Brady's going to throw for 500 with 30-mile-an-hour winds.
Yeah, I'm not worried about Brady throwing.
What is J-Jaw going to catch a touchdown pass?
Well, no, thankfully he's done for the year. He's off.
We got to worry about Jalen being able to throw the ball in those conditions.
Yeah, or maybe it saves us from ourselves, Tom, because we've seen the last handful of games against mediocre to bad football teams. What has our offensive game plan been? Oh, we're going to throw the ball. Oh, maybe Nick Sirianni reverts back to his ways of, they know we're going to run it. They have a good run defense. Their secondary's banged up even more now that Richard Sherman's out. And we're just going to catch them off guard and we're going to throw. Well, if it's 20 to 30 mile an hour winds, maybe that's going to save ourselves from Nick Sirianni. Maybe it's like, okay, we have to run the ball.
Yeah, I still think even with those wins, if that comes to fruition, right? We know how weather reports are. If that comes to fruition on Sunday, then he's still gonna have to throw the ball like 18 to 20 times in that football game.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, that's like that just has to be a guarantee. Like, because you're not. Yeah, I think Nate said you can't run every play. Obviously, he's got to throw it enough. And enough is just, hey, depending on the conditions, right? Like, they have a weak secondary, so you're going to want to attack it, right, a little bit. So it's one of those catch-22s. Like, he has to throw the football well. Like, this is why, to me, like when we talked about it on Monday, he's got to be my player of the game offensively. Like, he has to play well. You can't. There's no other way around it unless you pick the ball 4 fucking times. All right, and you know what I mean. Like then and 2 of them return pick sixes. Okay, then he doesn't have to play well. Besides that, he's got to play well. I think
I'll take that too. I'll take that scenario too. By the way, where he's only got it's like a Mac Jones game. He's only got to throw it like 3 times. There's a million turnovers. I'll take that scenario too.
We also have to remember too. Obviously, it is Florida and it is Florida weather, right? So it's gonna move, right? Whatever it says today might come true, but it also might not be the same.
Great. Yeah. Can you go and like stand outside of the stadium and give us like live weather forecast?
I was thinking about going down to the game, but tickets were like $300 a pop.
Do a little bit.
We don't need you to go in. We just
need
you to stand outside. We don't need you to go in. Just stand outside.
Wait.
I'm going.
Yeah. What day do the players have to all test?
Monday.
In order to be cleared for the game, huh?
They test on Mondays.
Ah, fuck.
I know what you're thinking.
No, there's other.
I was gonna say, let me go pay Tom Brady a visit for dinner. You know,
Greg, I think there's one Sunday morning.
Is there?
Yeah, a couple guys got pulled out this past week.
Yeah, you're right about Mondays too. Mondays, like they're fucking testing.
Usually, yeah, I just knew Mondays was usually the day everyone gets popped.
They've been popping guys. They've been hitting guys. They've been testing either like early in the I don't think before the game, but definitely on Saturday nights. Probably, I feel like they got some point in that 24-hour span that they're smacking them. Because they're hey Tommy, hey Braid.
Wasn't somebody on the Rams they were supposed to play this past Sunday and they were pulled Sunday morning because of that? They got a positive test. So to your point, Tom, it's both. It's early and then it's the day of.
Well, there you go. I'll go visit the Brady family for dinner on Saturday night, and then we'll be all set.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because I'm sure he's gonna be super accessible Saturday night.
Good luck getting through the 7 gates.
Right. No, when there's a will, there's a way. Damn it.
No, he's back to see Tom Brady. No?
Oh, let him in. Oh yeah, it's Noah. Let him in. Brew the coffee, get the cakes out. Noah's here. Kids, wake up! It's Noah.
Uncle Noah's here.
It's probably gonna like pull a Mrs. Doubtfire and just like show up. It's like, hey, look, we hired a new nanny. It's Noah in a dress, and he's tending to the Brady family.
It's a horror film.
What the fuck?
Frank,
why you have the floor, Frank?
Yes. Oh, geez.
Is that an ambulance? That's getting remixed.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Break out the auto tune and
it's dedicated. You know, fucking.
It's the Jordan flu game. It's the Jordan flu game.
Yeah,
playoff weeks.
Bigger. This is
playoff weeks. He ain't missing it.
This is bigger than Jordan flu. I mean, this guy popping hot, right? Guy popping hot, fucking coughing. I mean, I felt the
can't have a flu game anymore.
One cough hit me. You know what I mean? The one cough came right through the screen and hit me. It's amazing. Right, the last ambulance. Oh, I mean, you talk about dedication. They better win Sunday.
That's right.
Sunday with that kind of dedication.
Right?
Yeah, we're fucking winning. Fuck it.
Right? Before he coughs again.
All right, so for me, we're going up against a playoff Tom Brady, and we know why Tom Brady's the GOAT. We know that all the odds are up against him.
I think I heard it agree.
Hold on. He's without Chris Godwin. He's without Antonio Brown. And, you don't know about the status of Leonard Fournette and Ronald Jones. So with that, I agree to the poll.
Yeah, buddy.
You know what's funny? I was going to text Frank and I was going to be like, hey, Frank, you still have that dog mask? And I'm like, you know what? I have a feeling Doug is going to get it anyway.
He's back. All right. I mean,
That a boy.
I'm shocked that there's so many agrees.
I think we shock them, you know. I think we do it again. I know the Buccaneers have been depleted. Yes, there's going to be a challenge with, Shaq Barrett's back, and, you don't know about the status of Levante David, but the Buccaneers defense is still a little bit weak. I think we do a couple throw a couple passes deep into their secondary. I know the weather is not going to be in our favor, but, you gotta have a couple passing games so far. But I think we're going to pound the ball, and this is a way different team from what we saw in the last meeting. Especially with both the Eagles and the Bucs. So you know what? I agree to the poll. We shock the world, and we move on.
Yes, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 agrees out of 6. Not sure how much I love it now.
I might switch in a
Season,
second.
boys.
I might switch.
Good season.
Our only
Good
saving
season.
grace is Greg's on the other side, which is good. You know what I mean? It's always like a hope. It's always light at the end of the tunnel. Hey, Greg's on the other side.
At least this guy's over here. At least this guy's over here.
Jesse,
Hey, somebody answer me this for fun.
yeah.
What are the odds? What are the odds if I bet what odds would the local
What are the odds?
what are the odds that FanDuel
Yeah, what are the odds?
whomever
What
would
are
be
the odds?
giving out if you betted an all
What are the odds?
Pennsylvania Super Bowl?
Oh my God, it's plus.
Plus
Hold on, I'll tell you right now.
50,000.
I put
Talking
it
about
in.
Steelers, Eagles.
I put it in
For
for fun.
Steelers Eagles.
Oh, geez, a
Plus
Keystone State
50,000.
Super Bowl.
Oh no, I'll tell you. I put it in for
I'm
fun.
just saying, if you put 100 down,
Just trying to tell you because I'm pulling up my bet because I put it in for fun.
What are the odds?
Did you actually do it?
Odds. One's
Yeah, I
plus
think
3,500, and the other one's plus 3,000.
Wow.
Seeing their odds. Give me a minute.
Carry the one.
Give me a minute.
Nate said 800 to 1.
Nate said 800 to 1.
Nate said 800 to 1.
Yep, 800 to 1.
What's up, Nate?
Nothing much.
You're Ralph. You're not Nate.
Sorry.
All right, ready? So
What site is that, though? 800 to 1.
hold on. I'm on DraftKings, so I'm going to give you DraftKings right here.
Hey, Brad, what's your prediction for the Giants this weekend, Brad?
Plus 3,000. Steelers are plus 3,500. That is an odd. So if you put $5 on that, that would pay out $5,000. $5,580 if you put
That's
$5
not bad.
If you
$5
put $5 on it?
$5 on it.
Wow,
Now,
holy shit.
I
That's a
also
nice
have-
payday.
I might hit it again now.
I also looked on DraftKings, and they have a future for exact result. And if you want that Keystone State Super Bowl, and if you want the Eagles to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers, it would be 1,000 to 1. So a $10 bet will rack you in a nice, lovely $10,000.
Woo! It's a nice chunk of change.
Yeah.
What app is this?
Happening.
What app is this?
DraftKings.
Well, and let me just excuse me as I download the app. 1 second.
No, but they there's no shot that's happening. But that's the futures.
Well, yeah.
On FanDuel, it's plus 80,000 for that matchup on FanDuel.
Damn.
Yep.
So it's less.
$5.
It's less.
Big Moose says there's a 23% chance for the Eagles to win against Tampa, according to ESPN.
Probably a bigger chance than I thought they were going to give us.
Yeah, I was expecting like 6, to be honest.
No, but we do something. We do something at a high rate. So, I think when you look at it like that, it sort of draws you into a potential upset.
My only question, though, and my only concern is who's going to cover Gronk and who's going to slow him down. That is my only question. Because I'm fine, because I have all the confidence in the world of Slate taking care of Mike Evans. But once it comes to 87, I don't know what linebacker we can put on him to slow him down.
Ralphie, I said this on Monday. I compared it to like Steph Curry and stuff. I was like, that he's going to get his. It's just a matter of like, can you stop him from getting 90? You know what I mean?
That's the big question. That is the huge question right now.
Well,
like I said,
is there a linebacker named Omicron we could sign?
Oh my
God. Noah, do you want to dress up as Mrs. Doubtfire and go to the Gronkowski household?
I'm
and
good.
To the brothers?
I am good.
I was saying probably a combination of you might see Maddox sometimes matched up against them because of the speed. There's times you might see Singleton matched up against them. And there's going to be times where they're going to be underneath in zones, and McLeod will be over top in situations like that too. So, I mean, they're gonna throw guys at him. He's going to walk in the 5 catches. So can you keep him at 5? Can you keep him at 5? Because he's not the Gronk old. He's still really good, but he's not the Gronk old. So can you keep him to 5? I don't know. That's going to be.
Yeah, let's break his arm on the first drive. We'll be all right.
Jesus Christ.
That's it. But I think you have I'm not saying good enough, but you're going to be throwing guys at him. So can you control him? But it comes down to the whole thing. Like, right? Can you disguise things? Can you make Tom Brady hold on to the football for an extra second, an extra half a second to allow guys to like sort of get home? And then are you willing to bring other guys? Are you willing to be the aggressor? We're going to find out a lot about that part of it. Right, on the defense side of it, but on the offensive side of it, well, controlling time possession, obviously common sense, right? But bigger than that, you got to score points. So like the time possession thing's all well and good. I got to score. I'm not in this shootout like I'm playing Kansas City, right? In a game like that kind of situation where I feel like I always got to chase, right? But I am still going up against a pretty good offense still. So I got to score.
You taking your points though, Tommy?
Yeah,
in the red zone, like we'll say fourth down and 4th and 2 on the 18. You taking your points there? Or you going for it?
No, I signed a kicker to a lot of money for a reason.
Yeah, I have to take my points.
I'm taking the 3 and I'm calling it and I'm walking away from it because listen, you shouldn't. If that's the case where they're scoring 30 plus on you, all right, then your defense isn't a playoff defense, right? That's simple because they're high powered to a point. Let's be real here. So like they're good. They're very good offensively, but they're not the Chiefs of the world, in my opinion, right? Where you feel like you got to score for score against them all the time. Because every possession, like they might have a game where they don't punt.
Yeah.
Right? I don't feel that same way about Tampa with all the losses on offense. Like when Godwin and Brown were there, or just one of the two, I don't know how I'm stopping you.
Ralphie, I'll start with you because Tom and I brought this question up on Monday. And I'll start with you, Ralph, and then we'll work our way around. What's the magic number that we have to hold the Bucs to?
To win?
Yes.
At home, I would say 24. 24 to win.
That was my exact number.
It's 24 for me.
Frank?
I'm going to say I'm going to go 20.
Oh, geez. Okay. Greg?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be tough because we then obviously have to score more than that, right? And that's
wow.
That's the part that scares me.
It's like a Booger McFarland analysis right
there. I mean, I don't think it's possible, but I think it's got to be 17.
Oh, those wins have to be friggin' howling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of that scenario, right? Just kind of like Ralph, 4th and 2 from the 18. You absolutely have to take those 3, but you're not going to beat him taking 3 every time. You know what I mean? So
yeah, but this ain't the 85 Bears.
No, I agree.
I mean, with all due respect to Tampa's defense, I mean, let's everybody slow down. I mean, we got to hold them to 17. I mean, my goodness gracious, we're not even moving the football then.
It might happen.
Okay. No, I'm just locking in. I'm
with you. I'm with you.
Like, I know they're good, but I mean, I think we're like, woo, like we're getting a little ahead of ourselves. Now, that doesn't mean that this can't all come to fruition, right? Obviously, all angles, right? Because it's a fucking NFL. I mean, it could be 42-41. We're like, what the fuck happened here, right? So, There's no way of knowing. You just try to assume, right? And everybody's assuming. Rafi, that's where I was at too. No, what do you got to hold him to?
Here's what's going to happen. Tampa Bay, they're going to have 7. They're going to have 7 scoring drives, and they're all going to be fucking field goals. 21's your magic number.
Field goal game.
Yep, field goal. Last time he said field goals, the Jets came out swinging.
Oh my God!
If you were down 14-9 down early on the Jets.
They just threw another touchdown.
Yep. I said 25. So the top row is kind of in the same boat.
I know 25 is like one more, but it feels like so much.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
right? Just the sound of 20. Oh my God, we gotta get over 25. It sounds like so much. 24 just feels less. I don't know why.
All right, I guarantee you this: if we find a way to score more than 25 points in this football game, we're winning it.
Good. I have a score in 26. So
I got to score 27.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't agree. I'm not where Greg is on Tampa's defense. Yeah. They're very good, but their secondary is atrocious. I don't give a fuck what anybody has to say.
And they're very banged up back there.
Now their front seven's a problem. Their front seven's an issue. Nobody's debating.
Vita Vea is pretty good.
Yeah, but their back end is and now no Sherman too, and
Now, what's the status for David? Is he a full go or is it still questionable?
According to
I don't think.
According to Bill, he said Levante David, I'm guessing that's Giovanni Bernard and Leonard Fournette have all been activated and had practice today. For the guys wondering or commenting that they're out, they are back. According to Bill Middlebrook.
I know they were activated off of IR. I didn't know they practiced today. I
got a lot of families to visit. Damn.
David's the biggest one. Fournette, I knew was playing. Fournette, we knew was playing. Levante David's the one.
Yeah.
Their front sevens now are extremely dangerous now, and he's their leader of their defense. So that's the one that scares me the most. But listen, their back end of that is a problem. And this is why I'm going to circle back, right? We assume it's going to be a pound game. I don't think it's going to be, because it can't be to a point. Like, he's got to throw the football on Sunday. Running the ball is great, right? Like, you're going to run the football. I don't expect not to. But it ain't like a no 60-40 run the pass here. You got to throw the football a little bit. Not a lot, but you better be more around 50%. You just go in saying, listen, I'm another handoff, and then I'm walking out 3 and out. Now, you got to mix in.
I can't do that.
You got to mix in.
I can't do that because my defense can't breathe then.
You just got to throw the football. This is the postseason now. This ain't the fucking Jets. And I don't care who you play, but it's just the facts. Like, this ain't one of those 4, 5, 6 win teams you're playing. You're going to play the 2 seed. Hey, 2 seed.
I'll ask you guys this too, and Ralphie, we'll just go in the same order. What are you more concerned about? Jalen Hurts making the necessary throws or Jonathan Gannon being Jonathan Gannon?
For me, obviously Jalen just needs to get in a rhythm, but it's for the defense, right? We saw this defense throughout the whole season where it took them a while for them to get into a groove on the defense side of the ball. And if you don't make any adjustments by the second quarter against obviously one of the best quarterbacks to ever do it, it's going to be a long, long day for you. Long day for you. And if Gannon can't make any adjustments before halftime, then we might be one and done, and it might be over at halftime.
Yeah.
Because the fact that and it's been week in and week out. Obviously, some weeks he's been great on making adjustments early on, but we've all sat here and said this dude takes a while to make the adjustments. And I think it was through 8 weeks of football, like bad quarterbacks that we played were very, very good. We made them look like Hall of Famers because we never made the adjustments in the game, right? I think Justin Herbert had like a perfect passer rating going to halftime, and then you saw against Washington what Heineke. I think it was at 1 point 14 for 14. I mean, that's unreal. Like if you do it again against Tom Brady, it's going to be a long day, and you're going to be one and done.
No, listen, couldn't agree more with you, Ralphie. And you're right, because we made all them guys feel comfortable, right?
Yeah.
Which is like the biggest, like, It's big. What are you doing? Like, how's that even a thought process to like allow a quarterback? Like said, nobody ever as a defensive coordinator said, let's let him get going a little bit.
Right? And you're gonna do it, and you're gonna say that to Brady too. First quarter, let him get in the rhythm. Dude's gonna be 20 for 20, 250 yards. We're down 21.
Let's play soft zone against Brady.
Yeah.
Hey guys, Tom loves to go underneath, so nothing over the top.
Yeah.
You know what's funny, Greg? Gannon's probably said that about 9 times this morning. That's the scary thing.
So
like, let's just see what they have first. Let's just try it out with Brady.
Yeah, we gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta get after him. Frank, what were you saying?
I mean,
Got an intruder?
Yes. There was an intruder in the house. I'm gonna say that it has to be. It's got to be. Again, the intruder is there.
Is it Gannon?
It is Gannon.
Oh, ready to tie somebody up?
Yes.
Does he
It
got his
is
sunglasses
Jonathan
on?
Gannon. You know, you got to, as Ralph said, you got to make the adjustments on defense, and you know, you can't be making the stupid mistakes. You know, we've seen this game in, game out where our defense is making bad penalties, the offsides, the PIs. You know, I think we need to, avoid making those mistakes. And that we avoided them the past several weeks. Let's hope we do it again. You got to get to Brady early, and you got to make the appropriate adjustments.
Greg?
Yeah. I'm going to go just to be different. I'm going to go Jalen Hurts. I do agree the defense has got to be the guy. I'm just going to go Jalen Hurts, especially as it seems like we're going to have weather. See if he can make these throws in the playoffs when we need to. I hope he can because I really want him to play well. But yeah, I'm going to go Jalen Hurts.
Noah. What was the question?
I was waiting for it.
Yeah, right. No, I'll tell you what. Honestly, look, in light of what Tommy was saying, yes, obviously we got to pound the ball, but we're not going to be able to throw the football on every goddamn down. So DeVonta Smith is going to have to make some huge plays in this football game. I mean, I know weather may be a factor, but he's going to have to create some separation and have a big game.
Oh, no question about it. Now, to the original question, would you rather go Jalen Hurts? Would you rather? Who needs to step up more, Jalen Hurts or the defense? Or have a better
DeVonta can help him with this, but it's got to be Jalen Hurts.
Good answer.
I figure you're going
All
that
right.
route.
Is that a great fucking answer? You like that?
Oh, yeah.
He's got to be spot on. In other words, he can't turn the goddamn ball over. So, yeah, the red jerseys? Yeah, we can't be throwing to the red jerseys. So.
Well, Jesse, it's got to be Hurts because he's the quarterback, Jesse. He's got to make some throws.
Yeah, big game. Big game.
I know. We're not saying that there's, all the pressure's on Hurts. The pressure's on the team, okay? But, I agree. I would say I'm more concerned about Gannon just because we've seen more consistent mediocrity out of Gannon and because Gannon's going to have to be something he really hasn't been, and that's aggressive and somebody with a pulse. So, Tom and I have been talking about for the last, he said it on Sunday, Monday, and I said it on Monday too. I don't think Jalen Hurts is going to be the storyline coming out of this game. I don't. I'm not saying that means he's going to play bad. I'm not saying that means he's going to play good. I think it's going to be won and lost based off of what kind of Jonathan Gannon game plan we're going to get here. If we lose, if you put a scenario in my head, said, Ryan, they're going to lose, what's the biggest storyline going to be on Monday? I would say it's probably going to be Jonathan Gannon not having a pulse and making adjustments too late.
I would agree with you in a different game, maybe. It's got to be the quarterback. I mean, it's postseason football. So, in terms of the biggest storyline,
Jesse. I got you, Jesse.
You know what I mean? The biggest storyline to me is always going to be the quarterback. It just is, win or lose. If we win, the storyline's going to be most likely about a quarterback. Or if we lose, right, then it's going to be about a quarterback. It's just the way that works. Like when you come to postseason football, yes, you need your defense to play well. There's no debating that, right? But if I had to pick like who needs to play at a high level, I'll take the quarterback. I'll take my quarterback playing at a high level, especially in a football game like this. Because if I lose it and he's playing at a high level, that gives me a ton of confidence for the next year.
Oh,
right?
Yeah. God, yeah.
It's not just like, obviously on the surface, like defense shut people down. We're not going to shut people down in the NFL in 2022. Like that day of like holding a team to 9 points isn't really realistic. Okay, holding a team under to single digits, it's not realistic unless you're going against dumpster fires, right? It's just not, right? When you're talking about playoff football teams, make sense, guys? When you're talking about playoff football teams, it's like not fair to say. So you got to score. you got to take the football away, of course. I get all that, but you got to score. Right? It's the most common thing and sensitive thing in the world. Like you got to score to win. Well, no shit, Tom. So if you got a gun to my head on who I need to have a bigger day, man, I got to take Jalen Hurts, and he's got to. He has to step up on Sunday if you want to win a football game like this in this type of environment. Like he has to play extremely well, and it's not a shot at him saying he won't. I got him as my offensive player of the game, so I think he's going to have a really good football game. And I told you guys before, I have no rhyme or reason. I just think when you talk about what the attributes have been from day one of him, from day one, is about being a winner. Right? We can all agree. Going back to college, it's about winning. Leadership. Well, time's yours now.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be.
Go ahead, Noah.
I was going to say, there's going to be, I mean, I guess I somehow botched the initial question, but what I'm saying Smith because he's going to have to make some crucial third and medium catches. So it's obviously going to have to be Hurts that's putting the ball on the money there. He's going to have to be able to read the field, make quick decisions, and there's going to be plenty of times where it's 3rd and 4, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7, where he's going to have to convert that third down to keep our offense on the field because we're not always going to have the luxury of it being 3rd and 2. So in order to keep drives alive, Hurts is going to have to make some big-time throws. And part of that is our receivers, especially DeVonta, they're going to have to get open.
No, absolutely, and I think if you ask Jalen, just because of the kid that he is, he probably wants that pressure, right? He wants to be in that moment. As Tom alluded to, and I mentioned earlier, I don't think the game's gonna be too big for him in that instance. He's been in a national championship game. He's been in big games most of his at least collegiate career, if not also high school. So I don't think the moment's gonna be too big for him. It's just now playoff football is different than regular season football, though, right?
Very different. Yeah,
and that's where we get to see the maturation of what Jalen can become, or what he is and what he can become, right? And again, as Tom said, it's not a shot; it's just the reality of the situation. But I do think the kid wants it, and I think that's a huge step into going into a game, especially when we go into a game trying to figure out ways to shock and win a game where you're an 8.5-point underdog, right? You need to have guys that believe it in themselves, and I think you can say that about this team is for the most part they at least believe in themselves, even if no one else really gives them a chance.
The next question I'll ask you. So Tom and I on Monday we each did 2 defensive players and 2 offensive players, but since there's a bunch more guys tonight. Each of you guys, you could pick an offensive player or defense, or if you want to go Jake Elliott, that's also fine. Or Sipos, just so he doesn't shank another punt. Your biggest key player on Sunday for the Eagles. Biggest key to success. So one player, and it could be on either side of the football. So, Ralphie, I'll start with you again.
Oh, damn it. Listen, man, I know we harp on him a lot, but I need him this week. I need him. And that's going to be Fletcher Cox for me. I need you, dude. I need you to be that defensive tackle that was paid $100 million. I need you bad this week. I need you to get home at least 2 times. Offense side of the ball.
No. You're just picking one.
Oh, just picking one. Okay.
No,
My
you don't
bad.
get both.
Yeah, just give me.
It's not a 2-for-1 special. It's just one.
Just give me Fletcher. Give me Fletcher.
If I give you both,
I need
then we
him to
might
have
run
a
out of
pulse.
guys.
I need to have him pulse. And listen, Tom Brady's a statue. He should get home at least 2 times. Come on.
He's more mobile now that he's 45 than he was early in his career.
Yeah, he's sliding into people's ankles now. Frank?
I am going to go with...
Got a lot of options.
It's a lot of options. Yes, there's 52 other options I can go with. I am going to go... I got to go number 1, Jalen Hurts. I mean, it's the gimme right there. He needs to make all the right decisions when it comes to the passing. If he decides to pass, just make the right calls. If DeVonta's in double or triple coverage, there's other guys open. Find the open guys. Don't go for the hero play. That's all I'm asking for Jalen. Don't play hero too early. Just make the right. Just make the right progressions, find the right open guys, and I think you'll have a great game.
He's going to have to throw guys open.
What's good, fella?
Nate, what up, brother?
Nate? What up, Nate?
What's up, Nate?
You guys are fucking hilarious. I just got to tell you. It's been home. I have you guys on my speakerphone, my Bluetooth, and my kid is in the back. And all you hear is, fuck! I'm like, it's fucking Noah. When like probably half an hour ago, when talking about testing, Noah's just like fuck, like this motherfucker. And then they go and goes to Frank. He talks about doubt fire in mid dresses. Y'all motherfuckers killing me, man. When I say 100, 800 to 1, I'm meant to say 800,000 to 1. Right, because my phone died, so I couldn't. And I'm driving, man. I'm just yeah, man. But no, it was fun until y'all boys talk, man. But yeah, we got nothing. No shot. I hear you guys. I hear the agreements. And Greg, I'm so disappointed in you, Greg.
What?
You have to be the troll if I'm not here.
I didn't agree.
Oh, I felt like you were just like kind of common, you know what I mean? Like a little bit of like analytical talk. You gotta smack some sense into these people.
No, I disagreed.
Oh, don't worry. He thinks we're gonna get blown the fuck out.
We are going to.
Oh, look, I said fuck again.
We are going to get complete air the fuck out. There is no scenario, not one scenario. I've thought of this shit all week. There's one scenario where the Eagles. Here's the matchup. Where's the matchup that the Eagles win? Can anybody give me a matchup? You can tell me on the offensive line, but it's not like a domination. Look at your faces. This is the truth. It's going to come on Sunday. I don't want to be the bad guy. I don't want to bring all the energy and suck the life, but trying to keep it real, trying to keep it honest. This is Rocky 4, right? And she tells Rocky, "You can't win. You can't. Like we no shot in this game. No shot." I said it before the time. I think you agreed. This is a bad matchup for us. It's a completely bad matchup. We even get to the coaching. We're looking at the field. How bad is the mismatching just coaching?
I think Slay. I still have confidence in Slay covering Mike Evans though. It's just
really?
I think absolutely. We
forget.
No AB and Godwin. What happened?
I said he still had 15 touchdowns this year. He scored in almost every game.
He'll be all right. He didn't have Slay cover him though.
And don't forget, Slay has getting ate up by elite receivers.
He's had a good year this year though.
I think Slay's underrated. He's best corner.
Your mic's messing up a little bit, Nate.
Yeah, you're like skipping all over the place.
He get up by bigger physical.
Yeah. Nate, your mic's messing up a little bit. It's like
Well-
skipping in and out.
Yeah,
Who?
it's like a broken record. I almost want to like Arthur Fonzarelli and just like get your camera to so you don't skip anymore.
Yeah, who guarded? I
thank
guess
you.
Marquise. Who guarded him in the first matchup?
Slade did.
Right here.
3 catches, 26 yards.
Oh,
3 catches, 26 yards.
You guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Sorry.
Much better.
We can't win, man. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're going a little staticky
I'm in
again.
the first row. I'm front row with all Eagles shit, my Eagles fly shit, I'm a have my pom-poms and everything. I will be clapping, cheering everything we do. But I just can't.
I'm going to tell you something. God doesn't want you talking about it because if you fucking up your mind, so you're wrong. So you're fucking wrong.
Yo, what are you eating?
Proof. I need a burger. I need a fucking burger here, Ralph.
Nice.
The check a break, get a snack back, and come in here, run. He's got to jump just to say something.
Yeah. But I got confidence in Slade to shut down Mike Evans. It's just that Maddox and now Steve Nelson's got to step up a little bit. No AB, no Godwin. That's all I got to say.
Craig.
Slade's been shutting down everybody, though. But Slade's been shutting down everybody, though, this year. Go look at the stats, Nate. You like numbers? Go look at them, baby.
He's got to look at his mic first before he looks at the stats.
We got backup mine. Don't worry about it. We're good. We're good. We get out, pull out the game, and we jump right in like never.
Is he still skipping? Is he still skipping?
Yeah.
He's still skipping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My player needs to step up. I'm going to go with the guy that we're talking about. It's going to be Darius Slay. I didn't want to take the entire linebacking core because someone's going to cover Gronk, but I'm going to go with Slay to hopefully shut down Evans, and then hope that everybody else can cover the other guys. That as Tim says, Tom loves to make people all pros in the playoffs. No names out of no names, right? So hopefully we don't get Chris Hogan and stuff like that.
Noah?
I only get one player, huh?
Only one, Noah.
Only one.
Oh man. All right, we'll go out on a limb here.
Oh boy.
All right, not a real fun limb, but DeVonta Smith catches the game-winning touchdown pass.
Oh, my God. Statue talk. Build it now. Build it now. Please. By the way, I was just looking at the, like you were saying, like the Chris Hogan and stuff like that, Craig. I was looking at the Buccaneers depth chart. One name just stuck out to me that would just put the dagger right in our heart. The good
Cyril
old
Grayson.
Scotty Miller.
Oh, Scotty Miller. Oh, yeah.
Scotty Miller coming out of nowhere and just balling out.
I like Scotty Miller. I like him.
Yeah, he's good. I'm just, they had
he'd be
Rashad
our number 2
Perriman
receiver.
and-
He'd be our number 2 receiver like that. That's probably not saying much, but so Ralphie, what was the player you went with? Sorry. I just want to make sure I'm not
Fletcher Cox. I went with Fletcher Cox.
I
I need him to get home 2 times.
Frank.
I went with Jalen Hurts.
Noah, you went with DeVonta. Greg, you went with Slay.
Yep.
Oh man. I almost got to go with Jordan Howard here. Just because I look at it, right? And it
Not
looks
a bad one. We got to pound that ball.
Yeah, it just, and that's no discredit to Miles or Boston Scott, who I think Boston Scott has 7 touchdowns in this season, which is crazy. Or not, I don't think it's this season. Right? Maybe in his career. Somebody check how many touchdowns.
I
Boston
think
Scott
it's
has
this
this year.
season.
7 touchdowns this season. If that's the case, that's crazy.
No, I'm not so. You're right. I think he has
Yeah, he has 7
9
touchdowns. 7
Career.
touchdowns this year.
Jeez.
Does he have 7 this year?
This year.
Yeah, 7. Yep.
Good for him.
Yeah, that's
How many
crazy.
does Miles have? 0?
0.
0.
Yeah, and Miles has 0. Yep.
But Jordan Howard, we've seen, and like I don't really look at the last 2 games with Jordan Howard just because he was coming off of a stinger. Like what was it against Washington, where he was 50-50. You know, that was really the Boston Scott game, and he looked pedestrian. Now that he's had a couple weeks off to kind of get 100% or as close as possible to it, that's been kind of the consistent flow throughout the running game. That even when we haven't had Miles Sanders, we've been running with just Boston Scott and Jordan Howard. They've been very consistent with their running game. So if you have Miles, awesome. I want all of our guys to be available. That way we are full strength in that department. But I think Jordan Howard, especially for what we do very well, and that's running the football time of possession, I think it starts and ends with him. And he's kind of our most consistent runner of our top guys, I would say. And thank you, Jay. Appreciate you, Jay.
See you, Jay. Jumping on the train. Let's go. Go.
Choo-choo.
Who's the biggest key to success for the Eagles, Nate? One player.
Does it have to be a player?
No, it could be somebody else.
It's got to be Gannon.
Okay.
It's got to be Gannon. He's got to play. He's got to coach his mind out in this game, because we all see it, right? You hear it on the radio. People are talking. You talked on Monday about it. No, we're not. That's the one thing about this city of football. We love our football, but we're not stupid. We're not idiots. And if he plays that bend don't break fit to keep everything in from him, it's gonna be one of the longest we watched in Eagles, I think, in football, because Tom is going to tear. Tom is saying all the right things. This is what Tom does. He's going to come out and say that, oh, you're a tough opponent, and man, I see right through that bullshit. He can't wait for Sunday. He cannot wait for Sunday to really like run it up on us. Got to be Gannon. Gannon's got to plateau. He's got to mid up. He's got to find way to get pressure. Tom is one of the fast in history to get the ball out of his hand. He's one of the best in history against the blitz. You know what I mean? like he's got to play. He's got to play he's got to coach an unbelievable game, in my opinion.
Yeah, and that's what I said earlier on the show too, Nate, to where like Gannon can't wait to make adjustment. Like you can't wait until halftime or early on in the third quarter to make your adjustments. Like if it's not working right on 2 drives in a row, then you got to switch it up, right? You can't let Tom Brady dice you up for the whole entire first quarter, because then you'll find yourself down 21-0 very, very fast.
Johnny says a third pass catcher, not Dallas, not DeVonta Smith, but someone else has to have a game on the wide receiver core. They know we don't trust anyone else. And like part of me wants to like piggyback off of John and ask you guys like, okay, who's the most likely to be that third pass catcher? But I don't even like the first guy that comes to my head is freaking Boston Scott out of the backfield.
Yeah, or Gainwell, right? I mean,
Yeah,
you look back
Gainwell.
at the Super Bowl, and you had a guy like Corey Clement had a good game. You know what I mean? So you have guys that have to these secondary pieces have to show up in a game like this when you're 8.5 point underdogs and you're looking to do something that not many people think. I go Gainwell. Scott, you're absolutely right. You go to that backfield where you don't have to sit there and have a whole lot of time in the pocket in order to make something happen. Like with Quez, you need something to happen downfield. You know what I mean? Like you need time for him to potentially get downfield and stuff like that. But
Greg, I don't fully disagree with you. My only reason why I didn't go to Gainwell first is because I don't know. Say for example, Miles and everybody in the backfield they're playing. I don't know how much time we're going to see out of Gainwell.
No, I absolutely.
And that's the funny thing too. Like, and I see all these people. And that's justified, like, oh, you got to get more out of Huntley. We got to see Huntley in this game. And, yeah, I see the argument saying, okay, well, have him be a punt and kick returner because anybody that we've had back there has been literal garbage this season. And, I see the arguments, oh, well, we got to get him a couple snaps. It's that, like, Gainwell, who's, I think, very good and you just drafted, he's your 4th running back. So it's like, you have so many guys, you have so many options. There's only so much you can do back there. You know what I mean? Like I've been a fan of saying like, oh, we'll make Gainwell line up as a slot receiver because anytime that he does that, he's probably going to be better than Rager, and he's going to be kind of like a Greg Ward out there. But they haven't really done it that much, and I don't see them experimenting it with a playoff game. But if he is on the field and his number gets called, I think that is a good option.
Yeah, I love our fans overreacting to a week 18 Jason Huntley, couple runs. Like, there's a reason he was on the practice squad all year, right? You know what I mean? Like, hey, ran hard. I'll give him credit, right? Got his number called, ran hard a couple of times, but this is playoff time. There's no chance or shot Jason Huntley is getting in unless we're missing guys. And if that's the case, then we definitely need to keep him under 17 points.
Yeah.
I'm just going to run the high hand. Whoever looks like he's doing well and playing well, I think it's going to get the. I think he's going to see what Sanders is with the hand issue. Can he protect him? That's the first and most important thing. He's got fumbling issues anyway. Yeah. So, I think that he'll ride the hot hand, and then Howard just doesn't look right. That stinger. He's running okay, but he doesn't look like doesn't look like explosive as he did earlier in the year when they were running well. So, I think they just ride the hot hand. Whoever gets off, who cares?
Jay, that is true. By the way, he says I saw something crazy on Twitter. Would you believe Henry Ruggs finished with more yards than Rager this year? Yeah, that's
yeah.
So it's true.
Absolutely, I would believe it.
I think it was double. By the way, I don't even think it was more. I think it was double.
It was very close to being doubled.
Yeah, here you go. It was Henry Ruggs 469 and Jalen Rager 299. So not quite double, but healthy amount. Let's see. Umberto, he says Gainwell is low-key the most versatile back we have.
Not one of them.
Say that again, Nate.
The most talented we have. I don't know what the puzzle is with him. He looks like he has all the tools. Right? I mean, right? Because Ryan, you look like thinking I'm trying to make it a case or something for somebody else, but you can't. I don't.
What, other than Miles, you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's by far the most talented. It's just he has zero levels of consistency. Like he has, for as much talent as he has, it's the same amount of inconsistency. It's kind of like 3 steps forward, 2 steps back, 3 steps forward, 4 steps back. He has a good game, and then he pulls something in, whether it's a hamstring or he breaks a hand. And again, none of that's his fault, but he has so many errors at the worst possible times. Like I said before, I would never take a shot at Miles Sanders' talent, but you look at him and it's that he has so many reasons why he's never going to be the it type of running back. Can he be a part of a running back by committee? Yeah, and I think that's the best side of Miles. Like he's really had some really good games this year because he's fed off of what Jordan Howard and Boston Scott have done. But when it's kind of like, okay, Miles, we're going to give you the keys, it hasn't really worked out too much. And that's okay. Like, it's not okay because we picked him in the second round, but it's not completely rare that happens because, running backs are, I don't want to say a dime a dozen, but like I always look at the 49ers. They drafted Trey Sermon high, I think, Ralphie, in the second, third round.
Yeah,
and then
second round.
And then they drafted Elijah Mitchell in the 6th, 7th round. And you would think, oh, Trey Sermon's going to be the guy. No, it ends up being Elijah Mitchell. So, it's just weird how the running back situation, it's not about the flashy names. It's about the most consistent names. And that's why I think Tom and I have always been a fan of, the running back by committee. Not because we don't want, a Derrick Henry, but you don't have to pay guys big sums of money if you have a committee. And you look at a Sanders, a Jordan Howard, and a Boston Scott. They all do certain things well, but there's one big thing with them. Jordan Howard and Miles Sanders are never really healthy enough consistently to be it guys.
Correct.
No, I would draft running backs every 4 years. Give me another one. Give me another one. Give me another one. Give me another one. Just replenish it. Just replenish it. If I hit a star, good. You know what I mean? Great. I'm probably not going to, overpay though when it's over, when that contract's over. You know what I mean? Just because that's been proven. But there's no like one guy on this football team. So to me, it's like you got out of Tampa, you want all four of them to be healthy. You want to be able to play. I mean, you don't want to take a knife to a gunfight. Even though, I've been critical of Miles, I still want to take him down there.
Yeah, you definitely still need him for sure.
I mean, the hand's concerning, but I still want to take the explosiveness with me. Weapons are going to give me one play of 70-yard run.
Tom, did you I know we talked about this on Monday, but who's your biggest key player for this game? Ralphie, just go through it. Ralphie, who did you have again? Just so
Fletcher Cox. I need him to get home 2 times.
Frank.
2 times.
I need Jalen Hurts as my player of the game. He needs to make the right picks when it comes to finding open receivers.
Nate went with Gannon, Greg went with Slay, and Noah went with DeVonta. And I went with Jordan Howard.
That's the quarterback. It's Jalen. No time to run from it now. Miss postseason football. I don't know. You know what I mean? I couldn't even straight face take another guy. Like I just couldn't do it. There's nobody else to take. He's the biggest key to this football game. We like it or not, right? Justified or not, I don't care anymore about that kind of stuff. Every quarterback around the National Football League is judged off of wins, judged off of losses, judged off of poor play, right? It's how the game works in every city. Yep. So it's not saying like, it's all up to him, right? We're picking one player. If it's one player that's got to have his best football game, it's got to be Jalen Hurts. Because you're not going to run it like 60 times. And then he's going to do things with his legs too, you would hope. So, I mean, it all factors into him having a really successful game. Not turn the football over, right? Like, if he turns the football over twice, we're done.
Yeah.
If he turns it over once, we're done.
Yeah,
if he has a slow start like he did against the Giants, we're in a deep hole. Excuse me.
Yeah, you can't. Like honestly, like I'm not trying to. People be like, "Oh, you're a hater." This isn't a hater thing. Like so I can come blame him on Monday. You know what I mean? Like I'm not trying to blame him Sunday night. On agree disagree. I'm not looking to point fingers at him. I'm just making the point. Like, what do we judge it on? We judge it on postseason performances. Getting there is one thing. And I know you're young, but you can lose and still play a tremendous football game.
Yeah.
So it's man, I don't know. Somebody said it's the coach. Well, I mean, obviously, coach is important, but it's the guy making the decisions at the line, right? What he's going to get his team into, right? Those types of things, like that's the difference maker.
You guys want to give scores?
Yeah. We can do
that. But Umberto, real quick, the only way we get him to go off is if the guy gets him the football. You know what I mean? The only way we get Dallas Goedert to go off is if Jalen Hurts is throwing the ball well. Which I'm not saying he can't. I think he has a really good game.
Ooh, this is a good question from Sweeps. He says, if Hurts' stat line after the game is 220 and 75 rushing yards with 2 touchdowns, do the Birds win this game?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. 75 rushing yards. That means the running game was strongly great that game.
Well, see, I look at the 220 because that's high for him. That's high for him.
I just look at the combination. You're talking about essentially 300 yards of total offense, and he's attributing for 2 touchdowns, right? And then, I'm assuming I'm getting a run and score, maybe a field goal, right? So I'm looking at like getting a little bit more than that, obviously, to get closer to my number. But I think listen, man, it's close. They're in it. They're in it. They're definitely in it.
I'd say absolutely yes, as long as he doesn't turn the football over.
So this is what Jalen's stats were.
With that
Obviously,
stat line.
Yeah. Yep.
What was the stat line last time?
Last time we played the Bucs, he was 12 for 26, 46 completion rating, 115 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception.
Well, I had a shit game. So he again, why you lost a football game? Another reason why you lost it, right? You look at that stat line, and the score doesn't dictate that because they came back and started playing well late, right? So the score doesn't. The score doesn't dictate that.
Potentially could have been late. Yeah. That's interesting. It's an interesting stat line. I think they're at minimum in the game, right? Because what else other than those 2 TDs, right? Is that all? Is those 2 rushing TDs? Obviously, he's obviously accounting for 2 TDs, so it could be a combination. What else do we get outside of that? And that's kind of where, I think you're in a game, but at the flip side, that could also be all mop up time too. Where we've seen early in the year Jalen pile up some stats, in mop up duty.
Yeah, and it can't be mop up time. It's got to be a quicker start. Obviously, I think that goes without even being said. So, but I mean that I agree. It puts you in the football game. Wait. This game. Brady throws for less than 175 yards. Bill, I love you, but do we think that's real life? I mean, I love you, but no shot. I'll put whatever money you want on that he don't throw for just 175. I mean, you want to tell me 225? I'm right there with you. 225, we win the football game. You would think, but now did they run for 180? Right. So I mean, why is he throwing 175? He's throwing 175, and Fournette's tearing our asses up. So I mean, listen,
see that forecast, Tom? Howling winds, driving rain.
Oh, that's where maybe it's 175 comes in. But then, are we stopping their run game? Have we showed that we're like this tremendous run-stopping defense?
Ralphie, can you pull up Leonard Fournette's total yards against us?
He's still running. I give you his total yards.
I think it was 140. I think it was 140.
Still going.
Yeah, I honestly think it was like 140 or something disgusting.
But I'm looking for somebody out in the chat to tell me that our quarterback doesn't need to play extremely well. I see people in the chat almost finding ways for us to win the football game without him playing extremely well. For him just being like, okay, he's there. Not today.
Yeah, I don't. He needs to play well, and there's opportunities. There's going to be opportunities for it, but he's definitely going to have to be one of the keys on the offensive side for sure. Just saw entirely down Noah's throat on that last yawn. By the way, I look up and there's his tonsils.
How do you look back there?
Were they inflamed? Ralphie, what were you going to say?
22 carries for 81 yards and 2 touchdowns for Fournette.
What about receiving?
Let me see. 2 seconds. 6 catches for 46 yards.
Yeah, he had a day.
Yeah.
Thought it was more than that, but yeah.
It felt
Mike
like
Evans
more.
was 2 for 27 when guarded by that was his stat line for that game.
Bill says he wants to bet you, Tom.
What does last year's postseason have to do with anything?
What am I pulling up, Bill?
He's not good this time of year. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? You want to tell me he's going to throw for 175? Go ahead and tell me what the fuck are we talking about?
Brady's not good this time of the year, Bill. The
Bill.
dude's got 7 rings.
What are you talking about? Nobody's better this time of year. That's what you should have
He's
said.
got 7 rings.
Don't give a fuck what he did last
Are
year.
you doing reverse psychology on us, Bill?
He won a ring last year.
I love you.
With a new team.
Bill.
I'll take the bet because I hope you win, and it means we win. But I'll take whatever bet. All right.
Seven-time Super Bowl champion.
Breaking news: Tom Brady, he's not good this time of year, guys. It's breaking news. Just came across our desk here on A2D Radio, and we want to share it with you.
I'm with Marquise. Is he talking about Wayne Brady?
Bill, even in the Super Bowl that we beat
last year.
Is Wayne Brady going to have
Bill,
to?
even in the Super Bowl we beat him, the Patriots didn't punt.
Yeah, I think he had like 550 yards. Something stupid.
He had almost 600 yards of. I think Brady passed for fucking 600 yards.
Okay, Ted, you guys are talking about 1 year. Don't tell me he's not good this time of year. Please do without telling me that Tom Brady is not good this time of year. We can leave the hate hats off of this, please.
I might pick a loss now.
Like there's times you just don't do this.
Oh, now he's yelling. Pull up the numbers. He's the effing GOAT, but Father Time sets in, has the last 2 seasons. Ryan, look at last year. This isn't for you. They won the Super Bowl, Bill.
They won the Super Bowl last year. Come on, man.
I know what he did last year. He went to Lambeau and he won. He went to the Superdome and won.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he didn't play
Lambeau.
well. I wouldn't say he didn't play well last year, but let's be fair here. He beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl too, Bill. And I think he played pretty well too. He played okay.
Went to Lambeau and won.
He's old. I get he's old. But okay, then I got us beating them. So what are you arguing and capitalizing for me? That's what I want to know. Like, why we got cap locks on when I've been predicting a win since Sunday night? So tell me how I got cap locks, right? I'm just telling you, don't fucking ever tell me he's not good this time of year. Please. It's not the time or the place to start fucking piling on him and saying, hey, and then this clip gets out. Oh, he's not good this time of year. All right, bend over, Jonathan. I got something for you, a little present.
That's just what we need. We need this clip to go and make its way to friggin' Tom Brady's house. He's going to use this as fuel.
Yeah, right.
Says I'm not
good material right there.
Now,
says the defense won me the games. What, Frank? What?
Will Noah show up with the DVD of the clip while he's dressed up as Mrs.
Why
Doubtfire
do
to
you got to
spread
go back to
Omicron
that?
the Brady household?
Why are you doing this? Now we'll have a full outbreak on Sunday because of these words.
Listen, I know how old he is, guys. I know Father Time. I get all this stuff. But if you're really going in doubting him, I'd be careful with that. I think we're winning, but I'd be careful with going in thinking like, fucking Brady. He ain't good. You guys look at the numbers. Look at the fucking numbers. Take the fucking numbers and literally smack yourselves right in the fucking face with the fucking numbers. Pound your phone off your fucking forehead if we're ever going to put Tom Brady and not good this time of year and look at his numbers. Take the phone and smash it off your face. And I promise you, after 10 smashes, you're going to wake up and say, you know what? Tom Brady's he's pretty good this time of year. You know what? You guys see what Tom said? He's pretty right. He's pretty good this time of year. You guys know? Shut the fuck up.
Bill's back. Bill's back with the caps lock. He says the defense won those games. Damn, man. Can't Rye just look at the numbers? No, Bill, I refuse. I'm on strike. Watch when he's whining in the fourth quarter. Let's go, fly, Eagles, fly. I'm definitely downing him.
I love your optimism. I'm just never. I think we win, and I'm still not going to doubt him. Like, see how that works? It's easy. Like it's a go. We gotta go. We gotta go get to him. We gotta create some turnover. We gotta do some things, right? So you're not going to go into it saying, "Fucking Tyler Heineke over there."
Ralphie, can you look at the numbers? Ralphie, look up the numbers.
Yeah, I'm looking them at right now.
Okay, show us. Let's see.
Real quick, I'm the biggest fucking homer in the country. Bill talks about me being a homer. Hey, Bill. Hey, pop me fucking kettle one time. Goodness gracious, William. You got to William me right now. Oh, William.
Over 1,000 yards in 4 games, 10 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions last year in those playoffs.
What was it again?
Over 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. in
Terrible
4
run.
games.
Terrible
In 4
run.
games.
He should retire now.
In 4 games, he got 1,000. Jesus Christ.
Man, has Jalen Hurts thrown for 1,000 this year?
Yes.
Doesn't have it anymore, Tom.
Tapped out.
Time to hang him up.
Let's
At Washington, threw for 381. New Orleans 199. Green Bay 280 and Kansas City 201. 2 touchdowns against Washington, 2 against New Orleans, 3 against Green Bay, 3 against Kansas City. His 3 interceptions came against Green Bay. So arguably his quote unquote worst game was also the game he still won.
What was his best one, Greg? Super Bowl? Just ask your fucking friend.
No, probably Washington.
Well, Washington yards wise.
Touchdowns. He threw 3?
Yeah, 3 against Kansas City.
Thank you. That's his best fucking game. So
21 of 29.
201. There's a fucking day in the office. There's a fucking day in the office. And fuck you.
21 for 29?
Fuck you.
21 for 29.
They kicked 3 field goals, and he fucking threw for 3 touchdowns. So bend over. So Mahomes ain't good this time of year. Pat's not good this time of year, guys. You know this. Look at his numbers last year.
I'll give Jalen Hurts an extension right now if he replicates those numbers.
Huh. Oh my God. Well, I was just gonna say something too. Jimmy, are you serious? Are you this guy?
I think Jimmy's
definitely this guy.
No, I think I've
Jimmy's
seen
definitely
your
this guy.
chat say system quarterback. Jimmy, I don't like putting words in your mouth, but I think either you or Evan have said that.
Well, good, because you guys are tied at the hip in my eyes. So I'm going to hit you with this, even though you're my wide receiver. I love throwing you the football. All right, but I'm going to tie you right to Ev, because whoever said it, stop it. Okay, because you can maybe give me an argument if he wins 1, if he wins 2, maybe. When you keep winning them, and you win them with different players, and then you go somewhere else on top of that.
Oh, yep, that was right.
And you win again. Like you went somewhere else.
And won in his first year.
Yep.
So, Jimmy, I'm going to riddle you this, right? This is what I'm going to riddle you, okay? You need to watch stuff. You need to, I want you to educate because you're a young buck. I want you to educate. When do you think Tom Brady started calling his own offense? I just want to be real with the people. Because you think guy just goes out and plays. That's what we think. He just goes and plays. That's what we're running? Okay. Like a fucking robot. Come on, dude. At this point of his career, you think he ain't running his own plays? Did you not listen to him and Bill O'Brien? That whole situation? When Bill wanted his input, and talking about Bill O'Brien, wanted Tom Brady's input because how smart he was in play design and play calling. So whose fucking system? So he's the greatest, his own system quarterback of all time, which will then entail he's the greatest quarterback of all time. And arguably in all sports right now. Because of the years, the gaps, and you're still winning?
Jimmy, you a Peyton guy?
Who?
Is Jimmy a Peyton guy?
Yeah, I mean, I like Peyton, but not like I like Brady.
Peyton guy.
Now we're gifted. Can I get a couple gifts? I would love gifted Super Bowls.
Also, Jimmy, if you're going to talk about gifted, you didn't even include the right one. At least include the Rams, since there was 3 points scored.
Yeah.
Come on, Jim.
You listen. You're never gifted as many as you won, Jimmy. You're never gifted going there. You know this as a Philly fan. You are never gifted or owed anything to go there as many times as he did. So for the ones he was gifted, was David Tyree gifted? Were the New York Giants? Were the New York Giants?
Jameis.
Were the New York Giants gifted against him, Jimmy? I'm asking for a friend on a ball that's still on somebody's fucking helmet. Okay? Were they gifted? Because if you want to tell me what Super Bowls he's won that he was gifted, I'm going to tell you ones he's lost that he wasn't gifted. All right, riddle me that. The Giants won maybe 2 of them. Maybe 2 of those games, they were gifted in making the big play.
Yeah, the sideline catch by Mario Manningham, and then obviously the helmet catch.
Tyree. So
yeah.
Still there.
Yeah.
Don't
Still
tell me
there.
about what he was like. Oh, he was giving those Super Bowls. You know, they just came out. He just showed up. Hey, this is for you. This is for you. You don't got to do nothing today. That fucking ring. We'll just give you the ring right now. Don't even worry about the ceremony down the road. We're going to hand it over now. Come on, Jay. I need you to lock in. You're better than this. You're fucking better than this. Everybody out there in the chat should be better than this. We should not be doing this fucking week. I'm telling y'all, I'm about to change my opinion. I
don't know why we're doubting Tom Brady. And Jimmy, the Jameis Winston thing is outrageous. Jameis Winston stinks. He's awful.
Tom, I'll put another one on the screen. That one's not even the worst one. This. We lost the game. We just lost the game. We lost the game.
Samuel Rowe, whatever you're drinking tonight, I want some of it now. Whatever you're drinking. Are you fucking kidding me? With all disrespect, with all due respect, sir. What the flying fuck?
Jimmy, no, I'm not even going to call you Jimmy. James Rodweller. We're not blowing him. He's the GOAT.
Brother.
It's okay. He's very good.
And let's not get it twisted, too. Brady didn't have any weapons until he came to Tampa Bay. And he had Randy Moss for what? A handful or what? For 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
Maybe 3 years, yeah.
Shit. Tom Brady had Randy Moss for what? Almost a whole year and broke a record. And then they still couldn't get him another weapon outside of Gronk.
Yeah.
And they lost that year.
And they still lost.
Hey, boys, correct me if I'm wrong. The only one that maybe Brady, only chip that he was maybe quote unquote gifted, but his first one when he beat the Rams the first time, where really they did back in the year 2001.
2001.
Right.
Yeah.
2001. And really, that was a lot of that. There was the Ty Law interception, okay, and a lot of that was on the back of the defense. But from then on, gentlemen, you know, obviously Brady went from game manager to legend over time, and he did it rather quickly because by the time Super Bowl 39 rolled around and he beat us in Jacksonville, he was obviously becoming the superstar and legend that he is now.
Yeah.
Samuel,
correct me if I'm wrong.
When you're playing at this age still, I'm going to venture to guess you're more talented too than Jalen Hurts. I don't bet you. It's just a guess. I might be wrong.
When you're 44 and still playing, correct. You're not a game man, right? You don't stay in the NFL and play at this high of a level at 44 years old if he was just a career game manager.
Jalen Hurts was 3 years old in when Tom Brady won his first Super Bowl. Still playing.
Yep. Listen, he's the greatest of all time for a reason. I'm not going to go into this game spitting in his face. I'm just going into this game telling you how we can win a football game. All right, and that's as simple as that. And that's how this conversation should go. That's how the conversation fans should go. Listen, you can hate a guy, and I get it. All right, we want to hate greatness. It's just a common thing. Everybody does it. I've learned as I've gotten older at this. Right, not only in life but at this, to try to appreciate the greatness unless I'm playing it. Make sense? Unless I'm playing you, I want to try to appreciate some greatness around sports. If I'm playing you, I want to kick your ass up, and here we are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna go to Tampa and steal one. That's the goal. We're gonna steal one.
Come on, Jan.
We're gonna lose. We're gonna lose the game.
Go on.
What do we want to do? We want to steal one.
Do this tonight. I can't do this. This turned into let's take a fucking dump on 12. That's smart.
Can I change my score? I'm going to change it. 55-10 because of these words.
Fucking wiretaps. We with the fucking mob, Samuel. What are we doing? I'm gonna now I got enlightened.
It's the Sopranos. The Sopranos all over again.
It is, Ralphie.
Uncle Junior.
I heard what you were fucking saying. You guys
want to go on a boat?
Listen, you know what you can do with the wiretaps and deflated ball and all the else? You can shove that up everybody's ass too. Okay, because at the end of the day, the whole NFL knows what everybody's running.
Yep.
You realize that you got to go
watch tape every week.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Let's go take a ride on the boat. All right.
Oh my God, this is great. This is unfucking believable.
Ralphie, you want to give your score?
Yeah. Shit. So obviously the key was 24. I'm gonna stick there as well. I'm gonna say 26-24 Birds. We win this game. Close one. 26-24.
Frank?
Tampa.
I am going to go, even though I did say 20 as the magic number, I'm going to go with 28-24 us.
Greg?
28-24. I am going
31-13.
Now Carson's here.
Carson's here because Jimmy's here. And then here we go. Here we fucking go. Before you go, Greg. Here we go. We're defining guy by one game. Jimmy's defining guy. I might have to suspend him for a week. You know what I mean? I might have to put him in timeout. Right? If we're defining players by one game. Oh my God. What is going on, Ralph? Somebody help me.
Wasn't that even a Thursday nighter also?
I think so. Against the Saints team that knows what they're running.
Jimmy,
I wonder if they had
you.
illegal wiretaps.
I love you, but I can't help you on this one.
This is worse than the
can't.
Benson stuff. This is worse than
I can't do it, Jimmy.
Stuff.
I love you.
I love Jimmy.
You're a great guy. I just can't. I can't help you.
I don't know. This take might take that great guy a little down a little bit. I don't know. No, I'm messing with him.
No, you're not, because you would blow Tom. You would cup. You would cup him up.
No, there's no doubt. There's absolutely.
So, it might take him down a peg in your.
But no, I don't like his take. I'm not. I like Jimmy though. I'm not gonna.
Yeah. Same here.
Say he's any less of a man. I mean, I do own a couple pair of lugs, so hey, it is what it is. Huh?
Do you wear socks with your Uggs and sit by the pool?
Sometimes.
Sorry. I had to throw that one.
A little chilly down here right now. You know what I mean? We're going through a little cold spell. Might be like mid-30s when we golf on Tuesday. Might be a little cold. But hey, we're going 33-21 Bucs.
What's the picks we got? 15, 16, and what? It will be 19, right? After
19.
that.
Noah?
Please keep it
Hey,
realistic,
look,
please.
Carson's checking in. How you doing, Carson? Who are you preparing for this week?
Bazinga.
Zimbabwe.
I think he's got a trip to Haiti planned.
Absolutely
So
got
what's
some
your
mug
score?
sweeps.
What's your score, Noah?
All right, here we go. Look, I ain't gonna lie. All right, the Bucs are better than us. I know that. All right, they're well, what the fuck? Well, what do you want? They're better than us. All right, it is what it is. But none of that matters because we're gonna go into Tampa and we're gonna fucking steal one. We're gonna win the turnover battle. We're gonna put Brady on his ass and we're gonna steal one. Drum roll, please.
Please be realistic.
27-21. DeVonta Smith.
Okay.
TD, game-winning TD catch at OT, baby. Let's go. Let's go, baby.
OT.
Yeah, it can't be 27. It can't be 27-21 in OT.
Sure it can.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, you don't kick the extra.
They don't kick the PAT if you.
I got you.
Noah, can I ask you a question before I go and Tom goes?
Yeah.
What were you doing on the night of? Shut up. That's not where I'm going. No. Would you say, because some people said this on Monday, some people said that this might be redemption for all those years ago when we played Tampa Bay on a certain day at the vet.
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't. It was me. I said I want revenge. I want revenge.
There.
We knew Noah would.
I was
Surprised you
there.
didn't bring it up.
Fucking A. I'll never forget that day.
Yes.
January 19th. January 19th, 2003. That was the darkest day of my life as an Eagles fan.
So
I can't believe
I was at the vet that afternoon.
I knew you were. I'm surprised it took you this long to bring it up.
Was that Joe Jaravicius or Rondé Barber still running to us?
And is Ja Rule playing the halftime show?
Don't
It was Juravicius. He started driving the nail, and it was fucking Rondé Barber who drove the nail all the way into our fucking coffin and started carrying our coffin down the sideline up the fucking vet stadium tunnel.
I was in the end zone. He was running to.
Were you really?
God damn.
He was running right at us. I'm like, what the?
Pretty much.
Why didn't you stop him?
I should have. It would have been a far jump.
Make the tackle. So would it be redemption, Noah? Would it come full circle?
Yeah, it would. I don't know. That loss will always sting me, but it feels a little better now that we finally won a Super Bowl back in 2017.
I'm not asking about the Super Bowl. I'm asking about Sunday.
Yeah, it's a little redemption. It takes a little bit of the sting away.
Yeah, we're gonna lose.
It would definitely be a sweet win. And you know what? What? Fuck it. Let's go get it done and go to Green. Let's punch our ticket to Green Bay.
See, I was hoping more of like a like a Slim Reaper answer, like Eagles are winning, it's redemption. When I was like, it's all right.
It takes that. No, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. That game,
I know
day,
it bothers you. We know.
It'll always sting. It'll always be there.
Yeah, I think you brought it up when I met you like 6 years ago. He's like, "Hi, I'm Noah. I was there at the vet that day." I'm like, "I don't remember asking."
Let me tell you a great story.
Yeah.
It'll always sting, guys. I mean, look at that trash team, the Raiders, that the Bucs got to play. I mean, they're fucking all-pro center Barrett Robbins went fucking missing during Super Bowl week. All right? I mean, shit, we would have beaten the fucking doors off of them.
Didn't get the chance, Noah, because Rondé's still running.
Pretty much.
Rule is still singing.
108 people watching over on YouTube. Can we smash that like button, please? If the Eagles win this week, can you smash the like button?
Or if they lose.
No, if you want the Eagles. I'm sorry. If you want the Eagles to win, smash the like button.
Right. What's your score?
I don't know what to do now. I don't know. I mean, the last 30 minutes have been rough. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the Brady not good this time.
Don't worry. We're going to win that fucking coin toss in OT, and we're going to go right down the field, Ryan. Right down the fucking field.
I don't want OT. I might just check out by then.
We're not like talking about thinking the opening kickoff and we receive it and we're going down and scoring the first. This motherfucker is talking about OT winning coin tosses. He's already there. He's already there.
27-21. We're going to fucking steal one, baby.
I'm just going to go back.
We're going to kick that fucking back door open.
Oh, somebody paid Jonathan.
See, this is the momentum I wanted. No, this is good. I don't know if I wanted about a coin toss, but it's good. It's something. I'll stick with 26-23. Jake Elliott kicks through the force winds, the gusts, all that, through the rain, the sleet, the snow. I'll go 26-23, but I don't like this. I don't like this mindset in the chat tonight because I almost flipped it.
We're stealing one.
This is not helping the cause. This is not helping where I want to be.
I'll be predicting a tie in a minute.
Yeah, well, it's not possible, or I would.
Oh, it's the Eagles. Anything's possible.
Well, you had I had Jake on Monday, so I'm not going to take Jake again since you just took Jake too.
You could take Jake. He needs all the encouragement we can give him.
27-24. I'll just stay with it.
Yeah,
that's what it's got to be. But we'll get a late touchdown late, and that's how we'll do it. So I'll take it out of Jake's hands. We'll get a late touchdown late. Noah said DeVonta in OT. What about DeVonta on a walk off?
I'll jump through my ceiling.
Like 10 seconds left.
Oh my God.
Like
20
he did the
yarder.
national championship game his freshman year.
20 yarder.
Oh yeah, remember that? Yep.
20 yarder. Jalen on the move. And
Doesn't throw it to Rager this time.
Delivers right.
Or JJ.
He'll throw it to Rager. It'll go off of Rager's fucking hands right into Devontae's.
If he, guys, and I'm just going to put it in the air that way it's out and it doesn't happen, right? If Rager drops a big touchdown pass in this game, he might have to just retire. Like, he can't come back. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just can't. He just can't come back.
Now he might as well buy a house on Clearwater Beach.
I don't even know if he's safe there.
Because they're not letting him on that plane if he drops a TD pass.
Better chance Antonio Brown's on the roster.
That's not just, I don't know. Somebody said they had a weird feeling about this game, like that we can go down and win. That's sort of how I felt on Sunday, like sort of knowing that it was going to be them. Not like begging for him either, right? Like nobody was begging for him, but
Yeah.
you knew you were playing them or the Rams. So I don't even want to talk like the bad juju of Jalen Rager or any of that because that's not going to help our cause. Because we don't want to talk that nonsense into existence. There's other guys, and listen, somebody said he's going to have go for 100 and a winning TD. I mean, good for him if he does, right? Good for Jalen Rager if he does. But I mean, he hasn't done that all year, so I don't know why that would all of a sudden be the case now. It's going to
3 games.
Got to be a DeVonta and a Dallas Goedert game, and you got to get your backs involved out of the backfield. We know how we operate offensively, and you got to be able to run it enough. But your play action game's got to be on point. Has to be on point Sunday, because you got to get some chunk plays, and he's got to really throw the ball on the run well too, guys. That's the other key thing. He can extend plays. He can keep plays alive. I think that come to help us, especially when you're talking about a banged up secondary, like Tampa Bay Buccaneers, right? I mean, that's their weakness. So if you not only know that's their weakness, but you can extend, right? And I don't like rollouts, right? Like I don't like pre-designed rollouts. I think that's horseshit because then you're cutting off half the field. What I like is, hey, I drop back. I go through my progressions. I don't like something, and I get out of dodge, right? And if that's running or if that's extending, right? And I'm a big fan of extending there if you don't have a huge running lane, right? If Jalen has a running lane, it should be go, 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 right? But if not, extend it, and then you get guys open, right? That's where you get a Quez. Sorry, go ahead. That's where you get a Quez and something like that, and those kind of guys like open downfield.
No, you're absolutely right. Like you're looking at then extending the back half of this defense who was banged up to have to cover for 5, 6, 7 seconds, and they can't. They're not going to be able to do that as often. So yeah, I mean the extension of plays and being able to keep your eyes downfield potentially to a busted coverage, we're going to have to take advantage of that. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, I don't know how else you win. Like I don't think you're just going to put it in a belly and think you're going to like run out of there with a win.
Bill, I didn't make the bet with you, Bill. That was Tom. He's coming after me. What did I do?
No, I don't want Tom to throw for 300.
No. But he's like, Ryan, I tried to speak stuff. I didn't make the bet. Don't look at me.
Listen, Soul Eagles, that'd be phenomenal. 31-17. I think that's a little high. I don't think we're, an 8.5 point favorite or the dog, an 8-point dog, whatever it is. and we're going to go down there and we're going to beat somebody by double digits. I think that's asking a lot, right? Love it though. I mean, listen, if it came to fruition, then we're a way better football team than we even thought we were, right? If you go down there and dominate them, and then we're feeling like we're going in Green Bay and we're going to go win a football game. I mean that's going to be the conversation around town. If they win on a like decisive like that, there's still going to be conversation that we can go beat Green Bay if we get there, right? There's still going to be that conversation. But if you win, like going away, like,
out, if you 31-17 them, we're going to Green Bay and we're winning.
Oh, we're going to sit guys every week 18.
Yeah.
Or 17, whatever fucking week it is, right? We're gonna sit everybody every week, right? Because look what happened. And then we're all going to sit here next Wednesday and we're going to say, yo, we can go beat them.
They're not that good. Aaron Rodgers is overrated. He can't throw the football.
I actually like how we would match up against them.
He doesn't play well this time of year.
Oh, yeah, I can see that too.
I don't like the DeVonta and their wide receiving core and Aaron Rodgers. It just scares me into me having to overscore. Right, it just scares me into that. Like, because he's going to carve. Slade's good and all. DeVonta carve his ass up. So he'll go for 8. He's got 8 catches. You can just book that in there. And Lazard and those other guys, man, they just make plays over there. And he's a different one, too, because he wants to hold on to the football. So, right, like Brady wants to get it out. He wants to hold on to it. So he wants to sit back there for fucking 8 seconds and then carve you all up, right? Mm-hmm. And if we don't get pressure on him, it's night-night. Like, we know it's night-night with Tom, too, but really, Rodgers, like, is even worse. Because Tom's trying to get it out quick. He's trying to hold it for 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's true.
But, I mean, we win. I'm still going to say we're going to go there and beat them.
Oh, yeah, I'll carry the narrative. Like, we can run on him at least.
Yeah, and they're denying that, but we do match up well, right? But I just, like, if you tell me, like, who we match up better against, I would lean towards if I had to pick the two teams, Bucs or Packers, I would lean towards we match up better with the Bucs than we do against the Packers, even though they don't have a good run defense, etc. Right? But the other guy is playing at a ridiculously high level. Mm-hmm. When Tom's playing at a high level, Rodgers playing at a whole nother level.
Oh, yeah, he's the MVP. Yeah.
Yeah, and nobody on the outside, even though Mike Evans is a stud, is Davante Adams and Rodgers' relationship. It's crazy. It's crazy.
No, I mean, DeVonta. Go ahead, Greg. No, go ahead. You're good.
No, I was going to say, and their secondary pieces, as you mentioned, Tom, the Lazards, right? Your Randall Cobb, because he's going to be back in the playoffs. Those guys are better than the secondary pieces right now with Tampa.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you look at we can get we'll have plenty of time to get there with them. But even on their defense, like their corners are better. Their linebackers are really good. Like their front's pretty good. Like they might not be a great run stopping defense, but they got playmakers out there.
And they're getting healthier. They're getting healthier. They're getting back.
Alexander will be back. Like they're a problem. Now they might lose an NFC title game again, but they're a problem. They should be, as they are, the clear on favorite to come out of the NFC. Well, it's another failure, in my opinion. You can't keep going NFC title games. We did that here. You gotta get over the hump.
While we're talking about that,
Rodgers is 1-4 in NFC title games now.
Hey, Donovan. Hey, Donovan, you? I mean, we know it's not. We know that he's a pimp, but to your point, like you got to win some. I mean, he has a championship. You can never take that away. You watch him with your eyes, Noah, and you know how good he is. So it's never like an eye test issue. It's just, dude, can you win one? Because he's had bad games in those games. That's the problem. He'll be scorching hot going in.
Yeah.
And then at home, too. You think about how many of them are home. I know at least 2 of them are those losses are at home.
Well, last year alone was, right?
I know. And the year before that, too.
Yeah. The last few years, you're right, have been home ones.
San Fran was the year before that. San Fran's still running.
Oh, they're still, untouched.
They're still going. So, were the other 2 losses at home, too? Because, I mean, I know 2 of them were.
Yeah, he lost to never mind, dude. Wait, shit. No, the one where they lost to the Giants, I think that was Brett Favre's his final year in Green Bay, right?
Not back too far from me. Yeah, I mean,
they lost in Arizona. They lost in Arizona,
so there's a loss. Yeah, they lost 2 at home for sure because it was the last 2 years.
Seattle. When Russell Wilson had that crazy comeback and
in Seattle.
Yes, in
And
Seattle.
didn't they lose to?
Yeah.
Didn't they lose to Atlanta
At
the year that
Arizona.
Atlanta got to the Super Bowl?
Flu
They
game.
did at
Flu
Atlanta.
Yeah.
At
Okay. I mean,
Yeah,
the way I look at
At Seattle.
the way I look at
Hold on.
everybody's
Hold
been
on.
on the road.
Hold on. Wait, what? It's not 1-4 then?
No, it's way more than that, I think. Because he's been to more. He's lost twice to San Fran.
San Fran wasn't away. I thought it was in Green Bay. Maybe it was away.
No, it's away. It was away.
Yeah.
It was in Green Bay. San
Okay.
Fran.
All right. I mean,
Just the last one. Just the last one was home. Everything else has been on the road.
okay. I mean, come on.
2012 lost to Green Bay.
So
Oh,
one.
St.
Arizona was
Fran.
divisional. Arizona was divisional. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's right. I think Arizona won that game in overtime.
Yeah, and then Arizona got blown out by Carolina. That was Carolina's year.
All right, and that was in San Fran. I got you guys. Okay, so he's 1-4.
According to Carson.
Okay, I mean, yeah, and you got another chance to go back again. So I mean, he needs to. But we'll talk about him, and what do you guys want to do? Run through who we have.
Yeah, do a little wild card predictions and then biggest fraud and biggest underdog or dark horse.
The way I look at it, real quick, fellas. I mean, there's a lot of good teams in this field, obviously, but I don't think there's a great team. I mean, any team here is beatable. Obviously, any matchup would be tough for the Birds, but I mean, I truly believe we can go down to Tampa and win a football game. And if we're able to do that, I see no reason why we can't go to Green Bay and at least give the Packers a game. So, I mean,
Okay, so we already did obviously Bucs, Eagles. 3-seeded Dallas Cowboys against the 6-seeded San Francisco 49ers.
Dallas.
Yeah, Dallas wins. Dallas wins.
Niners.
Give me the star, Dallas.
I had the Niners.
Damn it.
Make you feel good sitting there, right?
No, can I switch? Sorry, Greg.
hate to say it, but I see. I think the Niners defense keeps it close, but I see Dallas ultimately pulling it off.
Yeah.
4-seeded Rams against 5-seeded Arizona Cardinals.
Rams.
Rams.
Cardinals are frauds, man. That's my fraud team. Cardinals. They stink. They are frauds.
Yeah, I'm on the Rams too. There
Rams.
should be a good game. It's divisional.
I also got the Rams.
Me. Eric Weddle, by the way, where'd that come from? Out of nowhere.
Yeah, I'd have to go with LA there.
Then you go to the AFC, the 2-seeded Chiefs against the 7-seeded Pittsburgh Steelers, who Ben Roethlisberger said himself that, listen, we might stink. That's what they said today. We might stink. I think he was saying it tongue in cheek, but
Kansas City. Please.
Kansas City.
Give me the Chiefs.
Yeah, Kansas City. This is
I was waiting for Greg to go Steelers.
I will never go Steelers, but no, it's not going to.
Tom's thinking.
I think the Steelers keep it closer than y'all think, but I think the Chiefs win a close one.
I could tell Tom was going in this direction.
Are you thinking upset, Tommy?
I think he's going to say Steelers cover.
I do think they cover.
Mm-hmm.
I do think they cover.
More,
So weird one. Steelers defense is very good.
are you more on? Obviously, the Steelers D playing a big part of that, but are you more on the inconsistencies and the unknown of what the Kansas City offense is?
Not even that, because I trust that offense, right? I do, but I also trust good fronts, and they got a really good front there, and they create havoc. I just think it's close. Like I think Kansas City wins, right? Like it's hard not to pick Kansas City to win the football game, but I would not be like running around like, oh my God, I can't believe Pittsburgh won. Like, yeah, they look like shit. They might score 10 points, but they also could score 28. Right? I mean, they've
been Jekyll and Hyde like that all year. Yeah,
and they've been like that for a long time. Mm-hmm. So you don't know what Pittsburgh Steelers team you're going to get. I'm going to assume the trash year one offensively because they don't have a good offensive line. They haven't run the football well. I mean, they got problems. But if their defense can come to play, they can hang in a football game for sure. For sure. You know, that all starts with pressure and pass. But I like this, maybe not this score, but like in this area of like the 17-13 Kansas City, like a 4-point, 5-point win, something like that. Maybe a touchdown game. But I don't see a blowout. I just think Steelers are too tough for that. And I could be wrong, and Kansas City could just come in and fucking blow their doors off.
I mean, they're there obviously for a reason, right? You know what I mean? Like,
are they? But yeah, they're there.
So they're there because the Chargers didn't want to tie.
They're because Brandon Staley said, "Hit me."
They should have been there regardless because that game should have never even been dictated in a tie. That's two rivals. Should never even come to that. Nobody should be wanting both of you to get in ever, right? So that should never even be a conversation, right? Unless you're like maybe not rivals. But at the end of the day, one of those two teams should be a playoff team and the other one shouldn't. And it just so happened the Raiders are. And so the Steelers got in, whatever, then they're in, right? But if your eyes have watched them all year enough, you're like, I don't know what they are.
They tied the Lions.
Yeah. I mean, did they have a statement win on their resume this year?
I'll look real quick for you.
I feel like they beat the I want to say it's a statement win, but it's a team that's not in the playoffs. I feel like they beat the Chargers.
Well, they beat Bills week 1.
Yeah.
No,
they did beat Bills week 1.
Yeah, the Bills week 1.
That's a pretty. I mean, it's a shame it was literally the first week, but that's a very good win.
Yeah, fucking a year ago.
Yeah, they also beat Tennessee.
You went Broncos, Seahawks, Browns, Bears. So I mean, 2 of those teams are good. You know, or were decent, but 4 in a row is always impressive.
Ralphie said it. That's the win.
Beat the Ravens twice, and yes, the Titans. Yes.
Oh, you beat the Ravens twice. That's so hard wins.
Division wins. You swept the Browns. You swept the Ravens in division.
Like they can hang in. I like it's the NFL. It's crazy. So like they have Watt. They have who's on the other end. I'm drawing a blank, but it doesn't matter.
Bud Dupree.
No, Dupree's in Tennessee, isn't he?
Oh, you're right. Dupree is in Tennessee.
I almost said Dupree, and I forgot.
They have Devin Bush as well.
Devin Bush.
Oh, Bush. I mean, listen, they got Minkah Fitzpatrick. They get a good defense. Joe Hayden. They get a good defense. But the bigger thing is they're so well coached. All right, and they're in, and I think it's going to be a good one. I actually think it's going to be better
in the middle.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a very good game. Right, that they're going to be in with a chance to win a football game, and they'll probably come up short if I had a fucking gun to my head.
Right. That's fair.
Well, and to your point for Monday too, Tom, it's wild card weekend. You're always going to see 1 or 2 big upsets, if not more. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have one of those where it's just like, what the hell? You know, I think it was not crazy upset, but I think it was Browns.
We're stealing one, Ryan.
Hey, listen, I hear you. I hear you.
There is, right? Like there is now. Is it Kansas City? It's hard to constantly go back, right? Like it's hard to. It's not a shot at them.
Well, that's why I'm using that. That's why we're using this for Tampa because they're
Well, we say one when you're the runner up. You usually don't get to the playoffs, and they had a really good turnaround of a season for a team that you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. Came up runner up, and you know how that hangover usually is. I don't think they lose this football game though, but we'll see.
3-seeded Bills against 6-seeded New England Patriots. Give
me the Pats.
This is my biggest upset. I think the Bills are the biggest frauds in the playoffs.
All right, I'm gonna full-heartedly take the Buffalo Bills this game. There is no fucking way you're gonna get embarrassed by them again in your own place. Because if you do, you should fold your franchise, and you should move out of Buffalo. Like just go let a new team come in. You know what I mean? Just get out of Dodge. We'll start an expansion team, right? Because you cannot lose again to them at home. And I don't think they do. It is hard to do that. It is hard to do that. But if there's a team that can do it, sure, it's Bill Belichick.
It's Billy.
They've just been so inconsistent, Tom. Yeah,
but the Patriots haven't. Right? They're a 6 seed.
Oh, I hear you.
I mean, we got to.
You
Yeah,
kind
you
of
got to
go.
remember, after the Pats 7-game streak, they didn't exactly end the season in style in losing to the Dolphins. I mean, they're not quite the team they were when they won this. Then when they turned 2-4 into what did they go? They rattled off 7 in a row. They were 9-4 at one point then, and then kind of cooled a little bit.
And
So
you can even look at that. And again, you hate to do it, but you could look at that 7-game win streak and kind of dissect and say, who did they really beat, right? I mean, they ain't world beaters, but again, you beat who's there, so they get credit for that. But I agree, Tommy. I like Buffalo in this. Again, another potential big weather game. I think Sweeps put it in our chat, like super windy again. Like Mac Jones might never throw the ball.
Yeah, can they do that again? Can they do that again? I don't know if they can do it again.
And I'll make
Josh
things.
Allen can throw it in 50-mile-an-hour winds. So sorry, I mean Josh Allen can fucking throw through 50. So
I'll make it clear. Like I'm picking the Pats not because I think the Pats are very good. I don't believe in the Bills. They struggled against the Jets, against the Falcons. Josh Allen had like a quarterback rating of like 17. You know what I'm saying? So I more so just don't believe in him.
Fair.
I mean that's fine. I get it. But this is what they were playing for, right? To be right here. So I mean, they're the 3 seed. So as much as inconsistent as they've been, they're still a 3 seed. So they've been consistent enough, right? They just haven't been the air quotes 13-3 type, right? We don't have them anymore, but you know what I mean. They haven't been that style, but they've still been really good. Yeah, so I mean they're one of my locks. I don't think they get beat again. If they didn't play them yet, then I think it's a fucking I might like the Patriots, right? You know what I mean? If the Patriots didn't just expose them there like not too long ago, and we had questions after the game on on some things that happened.
Respect gate.
Yeah, right. So like if that didn't just happen, then I'm like I like the Patriots more. With knowing all that, they can't lose it. Like I said, you got to fold the franchise. You can't lose that football game. You can't.
I do think the Bills, out of every team in the playoffs, I think they are the team that's most under pressure. And yes, more than the Rams, whose GM said F the picks. Just because of, like, you have an AFC conference that is wide open, in my opinion. I don't know if it's ever going to get this wide open again.
Well, probably wide open again. I mean, maybe not wide open, but I mean, the whole league's essentially wide open anymore because of the way it's set up. But
my thing is, if you can't beat this Patriots team, you know what I'm saying? Because they're only going to get better.
Well, I mean, you're talking about pressure to go to a Super Bowl. Okay, but you say you beat this Patriots team, right? So, I mean, I don't think their window is closing.
No.
Per se. So I don't think they're like the Rams are in win now. They have the most pressure. If they don't win, they're done. If the Bills win a playoff game and they get knocked out and they don't go to a Super Bowl, I don't think the window's shut yet. Like, you know what I mean? Like I would have to look at their entire roster and go through it all like that. But because Josh Allen's a talent, like I don't think they're going away. You know what I mean? I still think they walk into 10, 11 wins every year because he's talented. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So with the Rams, it's like, well, you have like a 2-year window to win. Literally, like 2 years. Yeah, and this year and next year. They're in a tougher spot. They're just in pressure city.
And they're in the most difficult division in football too.
Yeah, and everybody has pressure. So don't get me wrong. Like everybody has pressure to win and expectation. So that's the whole fucking league besides us right now.
Unless you're a 7 seed, you don't have.
Yeah, like Pittsburgh and us are the only two that don't have any pressure. I mean, everybody else in the world has pressure.
Mm-hmm. Did everybody give their picks?
I'm going to go with the Bills to win.
Bills Mafia if you didn't get it.
And then finally, 4-seeded Bengals against 5-seeded Las Vegas Raiders. Bengals.
I think they slowed out.
For the first time in 31 years, I'm going to go with the Bengals.
I think this might be the game of the week. You know what I mean?
When is this game? When is this game?
I think it's
Is it
It's
the
a
first game?
Saturday. It's the first game. Yep.
Saturday, 4:30.
Dude, that Raiders defense is good.
It is.
Yeah.
Like Mike Mayock has built a very good defense there in not in Oakland, in Vegas now, right? I mean, he's built a really good defense. This is my problem with this team, right? Is Barrow going to go again? We're talking 3 games and just spinning it around the yard like nobody can stop you. I don't know. That's the Evan fucking Flow shit. If I'm a Bengals fan, I'm scared to death. Because it's like the ebb and flow, and you assume that ebb and flow is going to maybe it keeps flowing, right? And maybe he fucking spins all around the yard. But as long as I watch football for it, that flow usually goes a little bit like this. I think he has a little bit of coming down to earth. We also don't know what happened. Like, is he banged up? Is he right? All those things.
Yeah, it's a knee.
The Vegas is one of those teams I can't bet against. Make sense? I just cannot. The adversity, everything they've been through. We're talking about what's his face? The Bengals in 31 years. The Raiders. When's the last time the Raiders won a playoff game too? A long time ago. Derek Carr's never won a playoff game. So there's a lot of storylines per se and around surrounding this game. That's why I agree with you guys. It's a really fun one to watch because there's a lot of young talent with Cincinnati and they're exciting, right? And then the Raiders has just been that team. Like, how can you not like them?
Yeah,
I think
how can you not like what they've done? It's
The Raiders haven't reached a playoff since 2002.
a long time. Not that. I mean,
Yeah.
the Bengals have been to the
Wait,
playoffs.
Well, they haven't won a game since.
Yeah, no, they were in the
2002.
playoffs a couple years ago when Derek Carr.
Oh yeah, that's right. Excuse
They
me.
haven't won a playoff game. But
Yeah.
Derek Carr got hurt, and he didn't
Correct.
play. And then Matt McGloin decided to. I think it was McGloin.
And it was Connor Cook.
Connor Cook. Yep.
Yeah.
The great.
It was McGloin and Connor Cook. It was a 2-for-1 special.
Like, I think the Raiders have a shelf life of how far they can go.
Well, you know what's funny though? I think you and I are on the same track as far as the Bengals. Like, it's the ebb and flow thing. I just think you have it flowing the other way a week too early. Like, I see them winning against the Raiders and then getting lit the F up next week.
Yeah, listen, you know how this it is. You know what I mean? It's like this league's so fucking crazy.
it is.
Because
I can tell you something right now, and the game goes completely different direction.
I think the next week, under at least what I have happening, it would be Bengals Chiefs next week, and I know what everyone would be saying. Oh my God, the Bengals, and they're going to beat the Chiefs again, and they lose by 40.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, that's
give me
what I
the
mean. Like, they're playing sweeps. That's where I'm at. Like, they're playing so hard. Rocky Balboa. I mean, like, he does look like an old rock.
It does look like an old rock.
They really are, and it shows you how like good Derek Carr is. Like, they continue on with the offense and just the things. Like, they're one of those teams I just can't bet against anymore. Not that I have. I'm just saying they're like hard not to like.
Yeah, no, they're definitely they're definitely likable and they definitely fight too. That's the other thing you see too. I mean, right? They fight. I just losing Arnett, and I know they played their whole rest of the second half without him. But Cincinnati's got 3 really good wide receivers.
Who's Arnett?
Chase, Higgins. Arnett's the D-back that went all nuts on Instagram.
Yeah, but he did that a while ago.
I know. I'm saying they played the whole second half, but I don't know that they necessarily.
I'm making it seem like okay, all right. You got me confused. You're like the second half of the game. I thought you were talking.
That's what I thought.
no,
That's what I thought he meant.
You got hurt then? Like,
they played the second half of the season. I think that's where this is going to catch up to them. Just the depth and trying to keep up with all 3 wide receivers. I'm going to take Cincinnati.
Yeah, but what? I'm gonna go back to you.
Yeah.
Where Noah goes. But what's the common denominator here? Do they get pressure on Joe
Absolutely.
Burrow?
Max Crosby is an issue. Crosby is an issue.
Can Cincinnati create enough on their end? I mean, it's a common theme. What team's better in the trenches? We used to talk about college back in the day, Greg, and we would say like, "Hey, you just bet on the trenches if you don't know the game, right? If you don't know the team that well, bet on who you think has the better team in the trenches." It's the same, it's the same kind of theme in the NFL. You need playmakers, but this time of year, it's like, who's better up front? Who's more physical? Bulls
No,
getting
you're absolutely
blown
right.
out, by the way. Just throw it out there to the people. Zach LaVine getting fucking doored. Fucking doored. Hate to say it.
They like the number 1 seed in the East.
Okay, it's fucking January. Talk to me.
Okay, well, it's a Wednesday. Okay, it's a Wednesday. Who cares?
All right, but this is a big game for them. This is a fucking.
It's a Wednesday.
Okay, and well, you're going to tell me they're first in the East, and I'm going to tell you.
I'm one up in you. I'm one up in you.
Well, okay, but here's a freaking. How good are you? This is a chance to
Who
show
are they
everybody.
playing? Who are they playing?
They're playing the Nets. This is how good are you show.
Kyrie's back.
It's fucking on ESPN. How good are you show? Stop it.
You gotta give Kyrie some confidence. Come on.
And you know DeMar's a typical 1-2 seed in the East, and we're out in the first. And I love DeMar. That's his MO. But no, they are a very talented basketball team. You know, all jokes aside. Obviously, because they're one.
If the Bulls still want to offer LaVine up for Simmons, I will answer that phone call.
Well, now I will. I mean,
I would hope so. I would hope you would.
I'm sorry. Last year, I wasn't ready to pull the trigger at the fucking trade deadline. We're all wrong. We're all wrong for this. We all know. We all got to fucking sleep on it every fucking night. Fucking hate it here. Getting excited about the fucking Sixers because it's like I got a fucking cloud over my head. Like I don't even want to talk Sixers. Like the Eagles need to win. I can't do it. Like there's a fucking cloud over the team. I don't even enjoy watching. I feel like something's missing. Something's missing. Yeah, a piece of fucking shit's missing.
How many points does LaVine have tonight?
I don't know. I didn't look. He's not living rent free. I mean, they got 79, so I don't know.
Zach LaVine. 20 points. He's leading the team in points.
What'd he fucking do? Jerk off the lead and team in points down 20.
20 more points than Ben Simmons.
That's great. Great. Yeah, they're losing by 20. Yes, I will take him over Ben Simmons. And we swept that conversation earlier. Like,
Yes.
I'm obviously taking him over Ben Simmons. I'm taking fucking 50% of the league over Ben Simmons. I told you, right? As it continues to go on,
I just wanted to confirm.
I'm fucking wrong, everybody. That will be better than a Ben Simmons not playing. I'm fucking wrong. Fuck this guy. What he did. Make me play guys I don't even like. Like I'm thinking about Cam Reddish. I can't believe they're doing this. I'm thinking about Cam Reddish and John Collins. I would take at this point.
I'll tell you what though. Derek Jones Jr. tonight is on a Danny Green watch. He's 0-0 for 0-0 for 0-0-0 tonight.
Wow. Somebody mixing a foul. 40 boy. Thanks for a super chat. We don't want Bum Simmons. Still beating that twice. Yeah, I mean, I want something for him, but we'll have time.
Tom, question from Andy?
From the White Power Ranger?
No, I'm going to sit that out, Mr. Ritter. Sorry. I'll just hope that he's just like, I just want to go back. But he said he'll be ready in 2 weeks to play basketball. So the mental health went away quick.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, for Cleveland.
Yeah. I listen, Daryl Morey, they said they had a conversation, and we'll get to these picks real quick. They had a conversation today, and nothing changed. So that's fun. And they still don't have a trade partner for him.
It's cute.
Having trouble finding one.
Offering us Harrison Barnes. That's great.
That happened.
Yeah, offering us Sabonis, who doesn't work as long as Tobias is here. Harrison Barnes.
Here we go. Back to back. I mean, when did you become back?
There you go, Sweeps.
He's really
all right, Sweeps.
Fucking legal team right now. This is amazing that we're making excuses for back-to-backs now. Back-to-back, guys. Can't ever win on a back-to-back. Oh, my.
Chicago's best scorer since Jordan. Don't forget.
Oh, my God. Stop it. Don't ever fucking say that. That's so fucking.
I'm just reading.
You don't read that. You don't read it. That's not something you just read. You can't read that. That just stays on the back burner. Like, I saw it. I'm just not going to acknowledge it. I saw that it's there.
I saw it a couple times.
Of course, people want to shove narratives down in people's throats. That like Zach LaVine actually can hold Michael Jordan's jockstrap. Like this is what we're doing.
No. See, now you're going crazy. I said
I'm not saying you. I'm saying that you've seen it a lot of places, and I said people want to shove things down people's throats. That there's actually a conversation that this guy's a better scorer than Michael Jordan.
Embiid would love to have Zach LaVine right now.
Fucking of course, LaVine would have any pulse that can fucking score a little bit. There's a fucking pulse. Just somebody that like, hey, I like to shoot. Fuck.
Playing through a bad knee right now, too. Playing hurt.
Is he?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Didn't want to sit out because they're winning.
Not shocked that there's a knee issue here. This fucking sucks here. I mean, this fucking sucks. We got no direction.
He's got no cartilage. He's got no cartilage in his left knee, and he's playing 40 a night.
Cartilage. Can't even get it back. It's gone forever. Once it's gone, it's gone.
I'm about Embiid. They both don't have any cartilage in those knees.
Can we just bring this guy back? Fuck.
No, we can't.
Let's just fucking get on our knees. Right, Ralph? Right?
Ask him. Ask the Lakers guy.
He's coming back.
He's not trading friggin' Taylor Horton Tucker the other night. You want THT? No, I don't.
To at least a draft? What? What? What?
Yeah, Woj said 2022 draft. Yeah.
Woj, punch yourself in the dick, Woj. What are you talking about? How's that even a report? What are we doing? Then just have him play then. How's he not playing then?
Play? He's not ready.
He's got to play to showcase he can play. It's how this works. Oh, my God. You got to just bring him back. It's fucking over, guys. All right? Put our tails between our legs. Fuck. We just got to bring him back. I might do a video tomorrow. Apology tour. Listen,
we should start by getting him to the All-Star game. Is voting still there?
No,
let's A2D. Let's drive that train of Ben Simmons to the All-Star game.
I will send in my resignation if we do that.
Full circle over on A2D because we're just about trying to win basketball games. Are you guys kidding me? Listen, I'm at the point of no return, and when I'm at the point of no return and my hands are tied, I'm just going to say, come on back. I forgive you. I know what you've went through. We're here to cheer for fucking you shooting jumpers again. We're here to cheer when you make a free throw. All right? We're here to cheer when you actually attempt a three-pointer. Like we're here to cheer these things on now. All right? Leave the past in the past.
Ralphie, you know what Tom is right now? I'll use the lingo that some of your friends, some of the kids say. Tom is down bad right now.
I love
Rush for Ben.
No, don't do this.
No, I can't.
I'll take Ben back. I'll apologize to Ben before I take that guy.
I can't.
And I'm not apologizing to Ben, so I don't want either.
I just can't believe like we're in this spot where I actually just said that. Because what are you going to do? You're just going to, what are we doing? We're wasting a year?
According to Woj, Daryl's mindset has now shifted to trading Tobias because maybe we can actually trade Tobias this season and not Ben.
What does that do? We still have a guy not playing.
Yeah.
Are they not cool?
At least we don't have two guys not playing.
Are they not cool?
He just stinks. No, he just stinks.
Does that bring Ben back?
Oh my God.
I'll take all the fucking flaws.
Could you imagine?
No, they want to get Tobias's contract out because they're convinced, James Harden's going to come here in the offseason. So now we're already now shifting to the offseason.
You could have done it then. Why didn't you make the trade then when you had the opportunity?
I don't believe anything Woj is reporting.
Shams or bust.
Thinks he shifted to the other side.
Or bust.
It just all sounds stupid. Like is that like what happened? Everybody fucking circle jerked me that there was a certain date in the NBA that like it's all open season and we get everybody we want. And now we're sitting here with fucking nobody again. How's this happening? How's this guy not
No, we got
play?
Charlie Brown. We have Charlie Brown.
How's he not playing then? So then people can see him play, and then we say, okay, now we move him.
Because he's not ready, Tom. He's not ready.
He'll be ready in 2 weeks.
On Cleveland.
You all would take him back in a fucking heartbeat at this point. Knowing that you can't get nothing for him, don't tell me you want it because you're lying.
Absolutely. It's the best thing we got right now.
I hate him. I hate him.
There's no question.
I would take him back.
I'll take him back, but I'm not apologizing.
Oh, no. I was just apologizing to get him back, and then it's fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, once you're back, you're screwed. You know
until he scores 25. Until he scores 25 points. He'll start shooting.
We loved you all along. We loved you all along.
Yeah, we'll trade him.
Listen to this.
Uh-oh.
This is from Woj.
What do you want to do, Scoob? Come on.
This is from Woj, too.
Okay.
Some teams have even described the Sixers' asking price for Simmons' deal as a growing in price, not declining. So it's growing. So not 3 first rounders. We want 4 with maybe 3 first round swap.
So you're
with
saying
swaps and an all-star player.
So you're saying the less this guy plays, the more his value grows in this guy's head?
That's pretty crazy. I thought it was the other way around.
They say Daryl Moore is an idiot.
Who's going off of what Roge is reporting?
Can we sign like Allen Iverson to like a 10-day? Maybe he'll play.
Oh, he'll definitely play.
Won't pass the ball, but he'll play.
There's no movement. And listen, we may be in the situation all the way to the NBA draft.
I can't.
You should have just did it in the summer.
Yeah, this is it.
Summer.
Dennis has it. This is Maury wants to package Tobias with Ben in a blockbuster trade. You know, a guy who doesn't play and a guy who has a horrible contract for a blockbuster deal. Then a few hours yesterday, Woj reported that the Sixers said no to offers that included Sabonis, Reddish, John Collins, and Harrison Barnes.
How do you expect to get when I saw that report? How do you expect to get rid of both Simmons and Tobias in the same deal?
Got to do a lot of praying.
Yeah, I think this is all bullshit. But but regardless, I have a major problem with Daryl Morey right now in his front office that he's still here.
Bring
and if he is
Hinkie
here,
back.
And if he is here, how's he not playing?
Yeah, he didn't die for this, Greg. He didn't die for this.
No, Hinkie didn't die for this.
What game were we on? What were we doing with the NFL?
We left off at the Bengals.
That was the game we were talking about, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Give me the Bengals.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Noah's awake.
Oh.
Yeah, hey, how you doing? Sorry. I checked out for a minute there thanks to the Ben Simmons nonsense. Is he still fucking here? He's still in town?
Yeah. He's still here, buddy. Two teams in the playoffs.
He's not out in L.A. Fucking Kendall.
No,
he's engaged now.
Kendall's with Devin Booker now, so that would be that would be an interesting situation.
Yeah, whatever.
At least that guy shoots.
Yeah. Who are your 2 Super Bowl teams, everybody? Ralphie?
Chiefs Packers this year. Chiefs Packers.
Frank?
I'm going to stick to my beginning of the season prediction. Packers Bills.
Greg? Bucs Pats? Tom Brady special?
I want to get a little crazy here.
All right.
I want to get a little crazy. I want to go Rams Bills.
I think
the
that's
livestock bowl. Got it.
I think that's the matchup that Tom said he was rooting for if it wasn't the Eagles, I believe, on Monday.
I was thinking about going super crazy and go Bengals, but I'll go Bills.
That would be crazy. Noah, who's making the Super Bowl?
Damn. The Eagles and the Steelers now. I mean, that'd be awesome. But I don't know. Mr. Ritter says Raiders Eagles. That would also be an intriguing matchup. That would be a
Derek Carr versus Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, that would be we would be playing back Super Bowl 15, but hopefully with a different result. All right, let's go. All right, realistically,
yes.
Give me. Fuck, I give me the Green Bay Packers.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly think they come out of the NFC, and tough one in the AFC. You know what? Give me the Tennessee Titans.
Okay.
Packers Titans.
Battle of the 1 seeds.
Yep.
I will stick to what I had before the year. I will go Chiefs Rams.
Like Rodgers on a mission. Before the year, I had Tampa, but I didn't think we were playing them. So
Yeah, we're playing it. We'll take care of Tampa.
yeah, so I'll take them out. Give me Packers. I would love to see Tennessee in it.
Me too.
I just don't know. Give me Chiefs.
Do it.
Chiefs, Packers.
Oh, we went Chiefs Packers.
Chiefs, Packers.
Frank, can you write all these down, by the way?
I feel like the NFL would love that.
Oh,
Guess
that's,
what again?
that's what they wanted. That's what they wanted last season.
What did you think, Greg? I was going Tennessee.
Yeah, I thought you were going to talk yourself into Tennessee.
I mean, a great one would be, like somebody said, it would be Tampa Patriots.
That would be really good.
That'd be funny.
All right, so
A great one would be, the Eagles making it to L.A.
I just think the Packers are on. I think Rodgers on a mission. I think they pissed him off.
He does look like he's on a complete FU mission. You're absolutely right, Tom.
I mean, he's been on these kinds of missions every year, but this one seems from the start of the season he's been on a little mission. So, it's hard for me to pick against him right now.
What was it? He threw 4 interceptions throughout the year. 3 of them were in week 1 or something like that.
Yeah, it's
okay, yeah.
Like that's stupid.
Yeah, he's on fire.
So, do you have the Packers winning at all, Tom?
Yeah, I got the Packers winning the whole thing.
Ralphie, say your matchup again and who you have winning.
Chiefs, Packers winning it all.
Frank, who do you have winning it?
Packers, Bills. Give me the Packers.
Everybody taking the fucking Packers now. I don't know. Nothing against you guys.
Greg?
I was Rams, Bills, and give me the Bills.
Thank God. Okay. Noah.
I had Packers, Titans.
Who do you have winning?
Tell you what, give me the Titans in an upset.
And I had Rams, Chiefs, and give me the Rams.
Now, what was yours, Tom?
Mine was Packers, Chiefs, Packers.
All right.
Oh, what a goal! Wow.
I know you're not watching the Flyers game.
No, definitely not.
Were they postponed again?
Arizona, Toronto. No, I don't think so. They just don't score.
Do we need to and we're gonna sign off here in a minute. Do we need to stop booing guys all the time?
Why, are people going after your video?
No.
Oh.
I'm saying in general, at the stadiums.
I'm not a boo person, but I think what Danny Green said makes me think, did this guy really lose his friggin' mind again?
Yeah, but no, he had something. He got booed at the free throw line tonight. Hit a 3 minutes later. He said, "Fucking boo me on camera."
Who, Danny or Tobias?
Danny now.
He's the last person who should be talking.
I agree. I just wonder, we're booing everybody, right? We got a guy not playing who's soft as Charmin, but you know what I'm saying? We're not it's not our job to coddle players. Don't get me wrong. It's not our job. Fans can do whatever they want. I'm just sort of questioning, are we doing it to everybody? Jesus Christ, guys! I know Danny's played fucking garbage. I play better than Danny, right? But is there when are we drawing the line on we're just going to boo an entire roster? It feels like.
I think it's also the Twitter age we all live in anyway. You know what I mean? It's just we have so much access, to the players, and we can say whatever the hell we want, but in reality, we would never do any of this, in front of them, right? And I think we've taken that kind of towards the fandom as well. You're right, we're literally booing everything, regardless of if it's warranted or not. I like to think in the past we booed when it was warranted, as opposed to just every time.
Well, I think people were
at least our own players, right? You know what I mean?
I think people are booing more because the players are bringing it up. You know what I'm saying? To where it's like, oh, you want to talk about booing?
Yeah, but we're just booing the boo prior to that. You know what I mean? Like we're not arguing with you. We're just starting to boo. You know what I mean? Like, but I don't agree with these guys. Like toughen up and play basketball. It's not my job as a sports talk host, etc. Right? Like what we do to coddle you. Right? That's what your millions of dollars do. Right? Your job is to go play basketball and read the room. I don't agree with fuck boo me. Right? Like shut up, Danny. All right, you've stunk. All right, so I don't want to hear from you. So that's not the point, right?
Well,
it's not the point. Tobias hasn't played well. You know, like 2 good games, right? Like, hasn't played well. So listen, you're going to get booed. My question is, I feel like we're just doing it to everything now, like even unwarranted boos. Like we're just here to fucking boo tonight.
Well, my question, and this isn't directed at any of you guys. It's like, okay, so they want us to cheer when things are going well. And things are good, everything's fun. How else are we supposed to voice our displeasure?
Well, this is my problem, right? Like I'm in a dilemma because the 2022 athlete is soft as Charmin. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't agree with any of boo the fuck. Listen, you boo me, I'm going harder. But I'm a different generation of cat, right? I'm a different generation of cat, like where like that shit, you learn to have some toughness, right? Like you learn toughness over time. These guys are all coddled all throughout it, right? So it's like, look at Jalen Record. You booing me? You booing me? Like, shut the fuck up. You look at Donovan. Donovan got booed on draft night and went and played really good football, right? So like, that's a different generation, and we thought he was soft, but in reality, compared to today's athlete, a fucking grown man, right? Because he was able to like deal with it. Like, I agree with what Sleep is saying. Like, tuck your ears in and play basketball. Right, stop having rabbit ears to everything. But it's the 2022 athlete. That's why it's a fucking problem because none of them can handle it. So do we realize that and just, or is it, you know what, we're going to do what we do. You know what I mean? And that's just a question I have. Again, I'm not here to tell fans how to act. Like, you paying the money. Do you?
It's clearly a generational thing, Tom, to your point. But like, I even look at it, and this is clearly, it's more in the bubble of like my generation and Ralphie's. Like that's like where these players are. But even I don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? Like I look at it like you're getting paid millions of dollars, and I know money doesn't completely equal happiness. But you have to go through this. You want to be in the friggin' public eye. You want to reap the rewards of being a superstar and all these things and all the endorsements. Where you're gonna have to deal with it on the other side too. And I'm not saying that. People should be dumping popcorn on Russell Westbrook or throwing all these things. But like these athletes in this, the last 5 years, they honestly don't understand it. And like the Danny Green's a whole other thing. But like people don't understand that I would say 10 years ago when Ryan Howard was in his prime, maybe a little bit over 10 years ago, this same city was the city that he was awesome. He was a ball club carrier. And there'd be Phillies fans, some idiots, they threw beer cans at him. You remember the beer bottle game? They threw a beer bottle at his friggin' head.
They would boo him whenever he struck out.
He never said anything. He said nothing.
No, he went and got better. I just think that and the boo too early, right? Like the boo when you're announcing a player's name. Like grow up. Like boo him when he does something bad. Like there's certain boos I don't agree with, and I think are stupid. Like we're gonna assume that you're gonna play your best basketball, and then if you don't. And you hear some boos, well, that's part of it, right? But the boo prior to stuff is just mind-boggling to me. And
especially your own player.
Yeah, and these athletes, though, are spoiled, are privileged, are coddled throughout their careers. So that side of it is they've never dealt with it. Make sense? They don't know how to deal with it. And that's the other side of it. A guy like Tobias played nowhere where he mattered. And I said the other day, the worst thing for Tobias was Ben not playing, right? Because now the spotlight's on you. And now you don't know how to deal with it, that you're a max money guy, and there's expectations that come with that, right? And that's where the read the room is, right? Don't fucking boo me. You made a layup. Calm the fuck down, dude, okay? Same thing with Danny. Shut the fuck up. Go play basketball. But it's become the athlete, and that's only going to, you would assume, only going to get worse.
Yeah, because I also think they're getting it from all sides, too. And I think that was what my what I was trying to make, as my point earlier, is they're getting it before even at the game, right? If they're on social media with their rabbit ears, right? They're getting hammered there. Then they come to the stadium and you think you're at home with your fans, and then you're still hearing it there. And I think you're completely right though. Like there's too much of the rabbit ears, and there's not as much walking or looking in, at your own self and being like, all right, what can I do to get better?
Yeah, like I would say you booed me because I wasn't playing good enough. I get it, right?
Yeah,
and that would be my answer to getting booed. So, like, that's where, Jimmy, I agree with you. I never understand millionaires bitching about anything, but again, these guys.
The Danny Green thing, it drives me up a wall because, first off, it's not the first time he's done it. And he's looked like a hypocrite when he did in summer, and then he completely went back on his words. And then in the opening press conferences, because it was all about, oh, well, Ben Simmons, you gotta stick up for Ben. Well, 3 months later, he's the one crushing Ben in opening press conferences. So I love how that aged for you, Danny. And the guy that, first off, he wants to go on his little friggin' podcast, which I don't, if there's a person out there that gets in their car and says, oh, I want to hear what Danny Green has to say, that'd be my guest. I'll never be that guy. The fact that he wants to talk about how he has the pulse of this damn city, which, like, I'm not going to compare cities, but since he does and he wants to, I'll do it too. He's the same guy. He played with freaking Kawhi Leonard and Tim Duncan and freaking Greg Popovich. All they did was freaking win. Then he goes to Toronto with Kawhi and he wins the 1 year he's there. Then he goes to the Lakers and he wins there. And, oh, by the way, and Ralph, you should know this because it's your fan base. And I'm not saying our fan base is perfect, but when he misses that shot in the bubble, he gets freaking death threats for 2 days. And we didn't hear a peep out of that.
No.
So you want to talk about Danny Hill, oh, the grass is greener everywhere else, where you won with one of the greatest coaches of all time, one of the greatest players of all time, Tim Duncan and Greg Popovich. You win the 1 year you're in Toronto. You go and you play with LeBron. You win the LeMickey Trophy. So stop talking about like you've been here for 20 years. You've been here for a cup of coffee. You didn't go through the process. You didn't go through 2001. You didn't go through all the years where you went through mediocrity. You don't understand it.
No,
and
maybe
make a friggin' shot for once.
People want to act like they understand it, and this is why Bryce, is a baller, right? There's a difference on levels here of players, right? He's going to say, "Yeah, I didn't play good enough." Other guys are going to woe is me, right? And those guys are the guys that really aren't special ball players, right? The special type of athlete is going to say, "Boo me if I don't play well," because I have higher standards for myself, right? The guys who don't feel the room or read the room are the guys that say, "You're going to boo me? You're going to boo me?" So what, you're going to hit a home run after you get booed, right, the night before, say, because you don't play well and you hit a home run the next night, and you're going to run around third base yelling, "Fucking boo me." Okay, because then you're worrying about the things you can't control, right? And any athlete that I've ever coached in my fucking life, control the controllables. Control the controllables. That's it. Because if you're doing that, you're going to have success. If you're worried about what mom and dad are saying or everything else that you can't control, you're going to struggle today. But if you're locked in on what you can do, Bill Belichick, do your job. Do your job, and we're going to be all right today. Well, it's the same thing here. Do your job, and there won't be scrutiny. And if there is, understand that maybe I didn't do my job tonight. Because at any work level in the world, if you're not doing your job, they might not boo you, but they're going to talk to you.
There's a lot of battles.
They're going to hold you accountable. And as a fan base, we have every right to do that. I got no problem.
Yeah, boo me. Boo me if I suck. I'm coming to the podium and wanting it and saying, you know what? It'll drive me if I'm not playing well.
I almost look at a fan base, especially in this day and age.
Quick, right? Hit a game winner and yell "boo me" if it's that needed. Don't make a fucking layup in the third quarter or fourth quarter, right?
When you're down by 12, by the way, when you're down by 12 points.
There's never a read the room with these players. That's the problem. That's the disconnect. And none of them should ever mention anything about knowing how we feel and what we've been through as a city. All right, just because you won other places, we haven't. So we're starving. We're hungry. So you're going to tell a starving kid about food? You're going to educate a starving kid about food? And, I know what you go through as you're eating 22 meals a day? Fuck you.
There's plenty of battles in sports, but the one battle that you're never going to win is a battle against the fans. And I'm not saying the fans are always right, but there's outliers. There's an idiot with a beer bottle. There's an idiot with a popcorn. There's an idiot running on the field, right? There's idiots, but don't stop lumping. That's like typical 2020, 2021, 2022. Stop lumping everything because the one battle you're never going to freaking win aside from making a wide open three or a layup for once or making your free throws because they're free, Danny and Tobias, is that these people that pay their hard-earned money to go see you play or watch you, they're the reasons why you're getting paid to dribble a basketball. If you want to piss us off and if you want us to go away since we're so bad, you're not making what you make. So that, like, people need to, like, it's almost like if don't forget where you came from. There's people, and it's the fan base that sold out tickets, at least in the top percentile or top 3 percentile, 5 out of the last 7 years. When the team sucked, by the way, for some of them. This fan base is the issue? No, you're not making a wide open shot as an issue. Can't stand it. It drives me up a wall. People would be killing to have half of what they get to dribble a ball. And I'm not saying their lives are perfect, but you calling out the fan base constantly, and then the night after you putting up 0 stats, you're not helping yourself and you're not helping your teammate.
Dude, it's deflecting. Okay? It's a simple word for it. It's deflecting. It's not my fault. It's your fault. This is why I'm not playing well, because of you. And in sports today, it's always somebody else's fucking fault that I stunk tonight. No, go home. You got a mirror. Take a peek in it, because you might not like what you see tonight. And tomorrow, the great thing about sports is tomorrow is a new day, and you got another game to play, right? So you can redemption tour every other day if you wanted to, right? But if you're worried about us and what we're doing, that's horseshit. And you're not going to be good enough anyway. And this is the reason why, because they lumped, that we're told you're the reason players don't want to play here. I'm the reason? Good. I'm glad I'm thought so highly of, first off. Second off, okay, I'm not the reason, right? But you should be happy to play for a passionate fan base. You should want to come here. This should be a destination for the dogs. You understand me? I want to be a destination for the guys that can that have some fucking toughness. Horseshit. That's why 2017 is so special, because that was a group of fucking nails, a bunch of hammer and nails, a bunch of toughness. Say whatever you want.
They came to work. They never complained, and they got it done.
What's the difference between Brandon Graham and Tobias Harris? Brandon Graham's a winner. All right, was able to deal with the scrutiny and get better. That's toughness compared to coddle. That's all I got to say about it. Boys, great fucking shit.
And I think real quick, and I'll end with this. I think that's a really key missing part. It's with this organization really that it's blowing up, right? I don't think this current team understands what this fan base has been through over the last 10 years, right? You know what I mean? Like I don't think that fully sits in with them as to how starving we are to get over the hump. Hell, I mean, of course we won a championship, but just get past the second round one time.
Thank you. They act like they won a damn championship. They haven't gotten to an Eastern Conference championship.
But obviously, nobody on this roster outside of Joel, and even Joel, no one was a part of that process. I know we all call Joel the process because he's part of the needle moving that hopefully to the other side. But none of these guys have been here for this, so they truly don't know how hungry and starving we are.
Oh, maybe they do though, because I mean there is a guy that was here through the process, right? And took his ball and ran and went home, and he knew what we went through. So if you're a coddled bitch, you're a coddled bitch. That's how I look at it, right? Like you're right in everything you're saying, right? They don't know what we went through, etc. But if you're a little coddled, little spoiled, little pussycat, then this is what you're gonna do. It's everybody else's fault that I don't make a dunk over a 2-foot Trae Young. It's everybody else's fault that I can't make a free throw. It's everybody else's fault that the teams hack a bed, right? It's everybody else's fault that I'm getting hacked, right? And I got to go to the line. It's everybody else's fucking fault. No, it's fucking yours because you had years to get better at something, but you were a coddled bitch and you didn't want to. Oh my God,
Tom, I'll just say this real quick and then we'll end with this. Danny Green wants to talk about how all these things are wrong with the fan base. Well, Danny, question for you, and I actually have an answer for you, so you don't even have to go on your stupid podcast and answer this. Why'd you resign here? if the fans are so bad. Oh, that's right, because we were the only dumb organization that's willing to pay you that much money. But that you didn't bat an eye at that, right, Danny? The fans didn't bother you then, right, Danny?
Well, they all see the writing on the wall. They're not as good of a basketball team without Ben, right? Or without something replacing that, right?
Without, that max replacement.
Yeah, so they're all in they're all in finger point mode. Right, that's where they're at. That's where they're at because they're like, oh my God, we're not good. We're not blah, blah, blah. Because they all, guys come back and they think they're running it back. And they ain't running shit back.
The last thing this organization wants is for us to check out as a fan base because it seems like some of their players already have.
Danny out here stealing money.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not taking Danny's rings away from him or big shots away from him, but dude, stop acting like you're playing at a high level. Like if you're playing at a high level and you want to tell me about or relax on our end, okay, we'll have a conversation.
Do something in this city before you start acting like you've been here for 10 years and have a pulse.
I had a better night, statistically wise, crawling around on the floor chasing an 11-month-old than Danny Green did playing the other night. So shut the fuck up, okay? Because I didn't foul him. I didn't touch him. I didn't knock him over or anything. I played good defense on the crawl. So that's a problem. That's a problem. A problem. So don't ever fucking tell us what to do. I'm gonna tell you what to do. Make a shot. Shoot a ball. Actually put up a stat line, right? And then maybe you can go on your podcast and talk. But you're also worried about the things you can't control. You want to go talk all the time. Let us talk. All right? You worry about what you do well. And we'll do what we do well, and we're all going to be happy. Kumbaya. All right? But you're not worried about what you do well. You're worried about, I got a podcast to do every Wednesday. Shut the fuck up, Danny. Enough talking. All right? Your rings are getting you your podcast. Loser. Hey, don't boo, Ben.
Fellas, I'm going to call tonight. Go Birds. And
call it a night.
And hopefully we'll be previewing another playoff game next week.
Yes, sir. We're signing off. We are brought to you every Wednesday night by the Counseling Center and Sunrise Detox. We know many of us, our families, Ben supposedly deal with mental health and addiction issues. We're happy to support the Counseling Center and Sunrise Detox. If you need help, reach out to our good friend Rod Lutman, 856-651-8117. We offered that to Ben Simmons. He denied through Instagram. So we tried our best on our end, and he denied. Also brought to you by Manscaped. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code A2D at manscaped.com. Unlock your confidence. Always use the right tools for the job. And Fan Up, which is the best way to enjoy fantasy sports, daily NFL contests, and more. Win great prizes. Sign up today. Use promo code A2D for 5,000 bonus points. Fan Up. You can download it right on the Apple Store.
It might have breaking news here. It looks like Tobias Harris has blocked us on Instagram literally 2 seconds ago.
After I boot him?
Probably, because I can't tag him.
There's a common theme here, boys. For any of you guys want to catch on, you want to know a guy small within the midsection? Yo, Ralph, you want to say, hey, yo, that guy's small. Well, we can see through him gym shorts. Ain't much there. Ain't much between his Jimmy shorts.
There's only 2 other Sixers that have ever blocked us on Instagram. You want to
how
know
their
who they
career's
are?
going?
Well, you know who they are, right?
Oh, Ben Simmons.
And Danny Green. Quite the little bunch, huh?
Interesting. As they're fucking roasting marshmallows together and having s'mores. Fucking losers.
Crying.
Because that video is actually pretty funny, I thought. I just haven't been to a game to boo you. So I'm gonna get one out now. And immediately block. Such a fraud.
Blocked us faster than he actually made a shot tonight.
This tells you all you need to know. Right? I fucking smoked Harper before. No blocks.
No, he commented on her freaking stuff 3 weeks after.
Because if you're not playing well, you need to hear it. Your job is to go out and play at the best you can, and our job is to tell you if that was good enough.
That's
base. 101. This is why we have it. This is why there's a thing called sports radio and fans, because your job is to go play and try to play at the best level you can play. And if you don't, our job is to tell you what? You weren't good enough tonight. Or if you play great, our job is to pat you on the ass and tell you how great you played. This is 101.
Tom, a fan base is one thing. A mirror. That's all it is. A mirror of what you did.
Nobody has one.
Nope.
Nobody watches tape.
Those 3.
Nobody watches tape anymore.
Well,
it's unbelievable. They only watch their own tape. Did you see how bad you were?
No, I was on Twitter.
God.
Yeah, I was preparing for my podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was getting ready. I put my headset on. Danny, let us keep the headset on. You worry about maybe making a shot. That's it.
One time.
One, maybe twice would be great. I don't know if Wentz interacted with us. I don't think he
No,
blocked.
that guy's a bunker guy. That's a bunker guy.
We didn't block us.
But he didn't block us. And
No.
And there was plenty of criticism at the end. So he did not. Jalen Hurts, just to throw it out there, been critical of him, didn't block us.
No.
Miles Sanders, critical of him, didn't block us.
Mm-mm.
Responded, didn't block us, and then got hurt. But at least,
Only 2 Eagles ever have.
who?
Rieger,
Yeah, we knew that. That's an easy
Might
one.
be surprised the other one, Tom. You might be upset with this one.
BJ.
No.
I just feel like BG's
That's-
blocked everybody in the city.
Who?
Fletch?
No.
Oh.
Jalen Mills. Tom's thinking back to some videos.
No, I've always been good with Jalen, so that's
Yeah.
funny. It wasn't from me that he blocked.
No. I know it was from. There were some memes.
Yep.
Contract memes.
Yep, that makes sense. That totally makes sense. All right, family. Be safe out there. Love you all. For Frank Vespi, Greg Moakovic, Ralph Delavecchio, No Eaton, Ryan Brodo, Nate Moss, who was disconnected from us for about 5 minutes. Appreciate you all listening, tuning in. Hit the damn like, hit the subscribe, turn your alerts on. We out of here.